Coming up on our series to the Southern Caribbean. The next thing is that for the dining room, we had so you saved his number?
Unsaved, so unsave it. Don't save Malik's number. And you push that off on me.
I'm not even tripping over that.
Is.
I'm moving on. I said I don't like that. I said I don't like that.
I saved my blood brother number.
Absolutely.
You're putting him in the box.
He would be motherfucking dead to me.
How?
If it was my brother,
he could be. That doesn't mean I'm not putting his name in my phone.
If my daddy number done changed, I don't goddamn know his motherfucking number, and I don't care what it is.
This just fucked everything up. There's no way I can move on. That's a problem. You just made a big deal and pushed that off on me. If you can't stand Malik, you can't stand Malik. Still, we're live. We're live. On our series to the Southern Caribbean.
Light it up, baby. Light it up.
We in Curacao. I want to go to Amsterdam. We're going to Amsterdam because this motherfucker like to smoke.
Yeah, so.
Oh, no. Oh, yep, there it is. Got it.
I won't record you. You're not. No, you're not. You're not telling me your supervisor's name. How hard is it? I'm not recording you. I'm going to show this to Carnival. The fact that you cannot tell me what the supervisor's name is.
I just don't know. We'll tell y'all what the fuck went down.
Police dogs, K9s, drugs, harassment, and the whole 9 yards.
No, I'm quite security.
You can call security, man.
Y'all see that dick and balls on this man right here? A long dick, too. He was. See?
Sound like you're defending her. 1 minute I can record you, the next minute I can't.
Oh no, this day 5. Day 6. No, day 4.
Day 4. Day 5. Whatever. I don't know. We're in DR.
Are you kidding me? We have to go to an ATM downtown. I don't know what to say we're gonna do, but walk back, that's it. I don't know how the fuck we gonna walk back. Wow, what you wanna look up?
Yeah, but I will talk to her. But also it's against the policy to record her without her permission. So maybe she became more because she was being recorded. I don't wanna like
If it's not raining, what the fuck we gonna do?
Get my ass back on the damn ship.
So we had to run back to the ship because it was raining like hell.
It was so beautiful when we got here. Y'all seen the pictures, the video. And this would look like now at the same spot.
They give us back 18% of our money since it rained at this port.
I know, and we're feeling a little tip.
Y'all he was stuck upstairs at the cigarette smoking section. He didn't get up. I said, come on, I'm ready to go. Still see? I can do it. Even though I'm only take half a shot, you can take 3. I know, right? I'm finna fall my damn self. So he need an escort.
Yeah, still for me too.
We're awake, and I'm still drunk. Wow. This is not how I expected my night to end.
Do you assume that he wants her?
What?
Is that what you assume? It seems like that's what we assume.
I mean, like, fuck this.
I can't hold my tongue.
If y'all want to fuck, y'all can fuck.
No, it's not about that. I was bald head anyway. Because you just come to another. I told you I wasn't holding my tongue. I just punched him in the face. I'm not trying to carry. I'm not trying to carry.
If you disrespect me, why did you just get up and drive? Why do I have to do it?
He was saying that he was the second coming of Christ.
For his people, but he's not the second coming of Christ for my people. He's not the second coming of Christ. No, it's for your people because let me explain something. The colonizers changed their Bible.
I'm still drunk.
What the fuck is going on? A fucking
Look at this.
Again?
That's my whole booty.
She's a bad bitch.
She's a bad bitch.
There's no competition. Absolutely no competition. They were all whispering. Now they're all loud. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Think about it. Stop walking towards those bitches. They're fake. I just had to let a bitch have it. Maybe I'm too fucked up.
Get ready to eat it. You understand? They can get ready. They have kidnapped the whole planet and fucked it up. And I'm gonna keep it real. All right, listen to what you just said. You really assume that. That's why I'm like, come on, let's talk. Let's come this way. Yeah, let's come this way.
Well, go back down there with them because you don't like you being fake. You being fake. You go back down there with them. You should go back down there with them. And I hate to admit it, maybe I'm a little fucked up. Maybe I'm a little fucked up.
I love how many times Zion is mentioned in Holy Scripture.
Let me tell you something about Zion. Zion believed in ball. You know what ball is? Huh? No. They worship the devil. Yeah, they worship the devil. They drink baby blood. That's why they found them baby beds and the motherfucking walkers down in that tunnel down there in New York.
Yeah.
You understand that?
I don't know why my shit stopped. Maybe my shit full, but shit got crazy.
Yeah, all right, you look at him. Concerned is all.
Bend that ass over, shake that ass for me. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid.
Okay, we won't start off. We really shouldn't be smoking, so let us try to
Conceal that as much as
possible, right? This new iOS 18 coming out is going to be freaking awesome, okay? Luckily, we're not starting this episode off with no bullshit like we did the last episode, fussing.
Well, let's get started. Motherfucker, yeah.
I was just joking anyway. It was just a joke. Anybody that took us serious on our last episode, I'm always aggravating Jay. That's my thing.
This why we don't need
Jay.
This why we don't need to be smoking. And we just got done being sick.
Yes, we
so
did.
We both are like.
Yes, we did. Extremely sick. And the sad part is we send her to school, she come home, and she get us sick. I mean, it's like clockwork, literally. We send her to school every week. It's damn near every week. The child is getting sick. Damn near every week the child is getting sick. The girl, okay?
Okay.
The girl is getting sick. But anyway, I told everybody, first of all, thank you everybody who does watch our channel, okay? For the repeat guests, for the repeat people that come back and watch our vlog, that have watched the entire vlog series. Hopefully we can put out more vlogs that are fun, that are exciting, that are a journey filled, excursion filled, that will make you guys love them like y'all love these white people who do vlogs. Because these white people, these white boys and these white girls that do vlogs really know how to work the SEO or something, whatever the hell they doing. Because a lot of white vloggers and bloggers get a lot more views than black vloggers and bloggers do on YouTube. And I don't know what that is about, YouTube, but it seems like they do.
The same thing that the rest of the world is about.
Right. It's unheard of that a blogger like Tasha K would have 1.2 million. She's a black woman blogger who discusses hot topics and celebrity news. You know, it's just not normal that she would have 1.2 million views. So excluding her, okay, because people might say, well, Tasha K got 1.2 million, she's black. But excluding her, okay, we're talking about these white vloggers, and I don't want to say any names, but
she's
Cal
a blogger,
Palo,
not a vlogger.
Right, and I'm talking about vloggers, exactly, not bloggers, but vloggers. They always seem to succeed on and just go up the ladder on YouTube. We're hearing the black vloggers they do well. There are some black vloggers that are doing very well, but they don't have what these white boys and girls have. Anyway, I appreciate the ones that came back, repeated, and kept coming back to watch us. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, we plan on going to Florida. So we'll do our Florida vlog coming up. But I have a surprise for Jay. Jay's birthday is August 16th. Jay does not, well, you have a clue of where we're going, but it's still a surprise. But
I don't do surprises.
Make sure you watch our vlog. Our Jay's birthday vlog is coming up really soon. Really soon. So guys, make sure you stay tuned for that. But we have more videos coming, i.e. Our daughter going to the zoo and plenty other videos we have coming up. So guys, thank you, and continue to watch and come and hit that thumbs up, please. Anyway, I asked everybody, for the few people that watch our show or our vlog, I asked them to comment some questions. Didn't get any comments, like always. Hopefully our channel will start doing well enough that you guys will comment, communicate with us. We get some comments every now and again, but nobody really asked any questions. Now, there was a question that we got in regards to our swingers party video, and we'll get to that later on in the video, in this discussion. But first, I don't know what's because this is just like a spur of the moment thing. We did plan on doing a second live, but we didn't plan on doing this second live right now. This is just actually spur of the moment type of thing. We were like, you know what? Let's go do the live because it needs to get done. Just jump right in. One of the questions was motion sickness. A girl commented on our video and she asked us, I forget her name. I need to go look it up, but she asked us, is it motion sickness on the first floor, because she'll be staying here. Right, she'll be staying on the first floor, and she wanted to know, with us staying on the first floor, was it a lot of motion in the ocean? What would you say? I would say yes.
First of all, let's just say we did not choose to get floor one. We were not able to choose our floor when we were booking 2 cruises at one time for 5 different people. We went with a guaranteed room, interior room, so we got pick of the draw. We got everything and anything that was left. So of course, when everybody else, during the promotion that was going on, it was the upgrade promotion. So everybody who bought a room got an upgrade 1 class up. So what ended up happening, if you can imagine, is that people bought the cheapest room, which was the first floor.
Right.
And they automatically got upgraded to another class of room, which then left all of the first floor empty for all of the people who got guaranteed interior rooms.
We may do a third live if y'all comment on this live and ask us questions, but it needs to be enough questions that we feel like coming live. If not, just ask the question and we'll comment below while this is playing, I guess.
Right. But anyways, we ended up, when we did receive our cabin number, we seen that it was deck 1, and we were devastated.
Yes.
And I told him from the beginning, yes, it's going to be horrible. Horrible. Yes. We're right above the crew. And that's the worst. They're underwater, if not underwater. So we are on deck 1, and yes, the second or third night, what was the night that I twisted your hair?
I don't remember.
Second night at sea before we got to Aruba. You had to twist in Aruba, right?
I think so. I know by the second or third night I was sick as fuck.
I think so. Let me go. I'm gonna go check the pictures while we're here.
Not throwing up, but feeling like I was hungover.
No, but I had to lay down. I was doing his hair, and I had to lay down, and I felt sick, sick, and it just began feeling like I was not gonna make it. And we didn't get any Dramamine or anything like that.
I didn't know nothing about it.
Although people had requested it. Yeah, you had your twist in Aruba. So I twisted it the second night at sea before we got to Aruba the next morning. So I was up twisting his hair, and I told him I had to stop. We were watching, I don't know what fucking movie we were watching, but...
I forgot. Avatar.
Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
Because you can watch movies in your room.
I ended up falling asleep for like 30 minutes. 45 minutes.
You would sleep for about an hour.
Okay, well, about an hour then. I took a nap.
Because I let you sleep. You wanted to sleep for 30 minutes, but I hit the alarm.
A bitch was sweating and finna throw up. Okay? Period. I had had a few drinks. I would say out of a fifth of liquor, we shared some though, right? We shared some. So I mean, I probably had like four shots, 4 or 5 shots. And that was throughout the day though. This was like 12, 11 o'clock at night. And I was sick. Sick. I was sick to the point where I felt like I wasn't gonna drink no more on this damn cruise. But anyways, yeah, it was horrible. Horrible. A couple of the clips y'all seen, if we can try to find them. Oh, like when I had on my black dress and I was going down to go get the cigarettes and plug up my phone or whatever the fuck I was going to do. And the pizza was in the middle of the ship. The ship was rocking that night. Mm-hmm. It was rocking.
Real
and
bad.
I was drunk, but bitch, I was not stumbling drunk. I was literally having to zigzag to keep myself from falling in heels because the ship is rocking.
You
seriously.
can feel it real bad on the first floor. You really can. But for me, I think it felt good going to sleep every night to that rock. Like it was real rocky. It was real floaty. Like it was real. That was like some really good sleep. It really was.
And then to accompany that, on one of our last days, the wind was hell. It started flipping chairs. Food was hitting people in the face. The whole
Lighter
entire
falling from a whole
trays
nother
was
deck.
the cigarette ashtrays were sliding across the floor, just boom,
Hitting the floor straight
we got
from the table.
Drinks from the bar. They came to bring us our drinks.
Waiters were knocking them over as they were
wind
carrying
was
them.
blowing the drinks over the trays out of their hand, just flying everywhere.
So,
it was a lot.
Leaving the Dominican, I think. Leaving the Dominican.
It was leaving Dominican Republic.
It was extremely windy. It was extremely windy. But yes, if you're staying on the first floor, then you're most likely, are going to feel those waves. You're going to feel that rockiness. You're going to feel that bumpy. You really are. Another problem we kept running into every time we would, so you have to make reservations in order to go eat. And so you make those reservations and then your phone buzzes. You download the Carnival app and then your phone buzzes and tell you that your table is ready for you to go eat. So every time, and they would tell you the table that you go eat at. So every time we would go in there to the dining room, somebody had always took our table, and it was this white family, big white family, and our table would be at the end of their table. And so every time we would go in there, that family would be there and taking up our seats sitting in our seats.
First of all, if you've ever been on a cruise, you know that it could be typical for you to traveling in couples, only 2 people, that you would have to share a table with a large group. It wasn't that issue. They were at our table. Our table had a number on it.
Yes, it did.
And you know that the number is on your card, it's on your Carnival sign and sale card.
In the app, when they call you and tell you your table is ready, it tells you.
They were sitting at our table every time. So it wasn't like we had an issue with sitting next to them. They did not have a table for us because these people were sitting at our table. So they moved us to a different section, and it was just right in the middle of another family. So it was kind of like y'all are just placing us anywhere. Also, when you have my time dining, understand that you get pick up the draw. Your table does not stay open all night, and they could fill it up if you don't show up. But more than likely, those people were there from earlier seating, and they had just been there and been there and been there and been there and never left.
Yeah, I end up, I guess the first night I kind of embarrassed us a little bit. I should have recorded what I did. We walked in, we dressed like hell. All heads are turning. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all say you too into yourself. No, I'm not trying to be too into myself. I'm trying to tell y'all what the fuck it was and give y'all a good visualization of how it was. We walked in. Bye! Right, so the first night I went, I seen them. We looking good. All the heads turned. And so I want to make sure I sit down because I don't like a lot of attention. I don't like people staring and looking. It makes me feel really awkward. When I go to parties, anybody who know me know I sit in the dark. I sit in the back. When Jay met me, I was in a VIP section in the dark. Like, you would literally have to squint your eyes to see me sitting over in the dark in the corner in a big ass 2-couch VIP section all by myself, right?
Right.
No, is that the truth? I'll be sitting over there all by myself with how many blunts roll?
Too many.
Too many fucking blunts that we can't even finish by the end of the night. Okay? All by myself. Only because I'm just an introvert. I don't like being all out there. So I'm really pissed that we walk in and my table is not available. That took me there. And Jay immediately looked at me with the eyes that says,
Don't
please
fucking
don't go
embarrass
there.
me. Don't
And
fucking
so
embarrass
I
me.
politely looked at them, and all of them were looking very snooty. Now, I'm already like that about white people as it is, because I'm very into black history. Like, very into black history. Am I not?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay. My mentor is Bernice King. And so I really love black history and all of that kind of stuff. And I just felt like they were being snooty. So I called over the waitress or the waiter or the host, maitre d', whatever the fuck. Hello, how are you? With his accent and shit. And so he tried to find us another table. I told him, no, hell to the no. We want to be somewhere where it's secluded.
Well,
private.
you let us find him a table, but then it was in the middle of the other family. And you got up from the table and walked over there.
And they all seemed like they were together. He put us literally right by the family, so they would be staring dead at us still. And it was still somebody else's table he put us at, because that person wasn't there. He was putting us in the middle of another family that seemed like they were with this family, or this was just a group of couples that were sitting together, and we were going to be sitting dead in the middle. I'm not really social like that. Like, when I go to parties, I am very awkward when it's time to meet new people, because then I begin to be too real. I begin to go, and don't let it be alcohol involved. Oh, no. And don't let me feel like Jay is being wronged or somebody trying Jay. Oh, Lord, we got a whole nother party going then, right?
Right.
Yeah, we got a whole nother party going then. So,
excuse me. The white man who was next to me, when he got up, said, "Don't worry, we won't be offended."
Because I got up immediately to say, hold up.
Right.
I'm not sitting the fuck here. No, hell no. And he seen my face, and because I thought about it for a second.
And I had to do one of these.
They got me fucked up. I'm not sitting right here. This is not private. This is not comfortable. This is not. No. This is no.
I just dropped my head, and I was just like, please, God, do not let this go left.
The good thing about it is, I don't know what they do on other carnival rides or carnival ships, but this carnival ship had multiple restaurants. I think like 2 restaurants or 3, and they cooked the same thing. So we weren't missing anything by me telling him, I don't want to sit in this dining room. He said, there's another dining room. You guys can go upstairs. I'm going to tell them that you're coming up, blah, 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 blah.
And apparently they got the memo the next time we went to the dining room, because they sat us somewhere more secluded when we sat by the window.
Right. Then we got to the next dining room. They put us in a way more secluded seat. Very comfortable. And I like that a lot better. And it was low-key and quiet. Not a lot of people in that dining room. Should have got that one in the first place, but apparently everybody chose the one we chose. So, but eventually we end up having a new dining room, and that was our normal dining room from there on out. And everything was well. Everything was well except for the seasoning. But other than that, everything is well. You can get 2 entrees, 2 appetizers. Your third appetizer, your third entree will be for a
$10.
fee. And you can get 3 desserts, right?
Yeah.
And, be careful with the drinks, because they had a drink card promotion going on the table, whatever you call those things in the middle, where they put the card, like at, Buffalo Wild Wings or something. They put the card and you scan it. Like, oh, I just got a deal. They had like $2 Tito's shots,
right.
$4 Tito's shots, and another refill.
No, it wasn't $4. It was $10, but still.
But they tried to play us and charge us more for it and put a hold on our card. We had to go downstairs, talk to Maria, which we'll get to later, and they had to situate it. Well, John situated that situation for us, and John got it all cleared up, to the point where they took it off, because they realized that the way the card was worded seemed like clickbait, if you will. It was kind of clickbaitish, like y'all were trying to get me to purchase something that wasn't really what y'all were promoting.
Right.
And so they just cleared it and they took it off. And we got drunk for free that night.
Okay.
With some good ass Tito's. We was fucked up. We actually shared the rest of it with Gabe and Tiff. That's where we met Gabe and Tiff. And I think we gave the rest to Gabe. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I think we gave the rest to Gabe. He was like, sure, white boy. He was fine as hell. And then speaking of sitting in our seat, you had... should I be just getting me on camera alone and not Jay's empty ass seat? I don't care. Anyway, You had people on the train, speaking of people sitting in our seat, you had people on the train on the plane, who sat in our seat. There was this white and Spirit. Okay, first of all, it was our first time riding Spirit. So I was very, very nervous, very scared. Did not know what to expect because all you hear about with Spirit is bad shit. You don't hear no good shit about Spirit. So especially with, social media around there, shit gets around quickly. So, of course, we've all seen the nightmares on Spirit and Frontier, but this is about Spirit. We get on, and first of all, everything was smooth when we got on. Okay, the line was pretty long. They were taking pictures. It's my first time at the airport in many years, maybe like 5-6 years. I haven't been to the airport, maybe 5. And they were taking pictures, and I didn't know anything about that. So the line was extremely long. This is New York, JFK or LaGuardia. I can't remember where we flew out of, but we're going through, and by the time we got through, it was time to board, so we didn't have to wait any time. But when we got on the plane, boarding was pretty smooth too. That was really smooth, very organized with Spirit. I must say, it really was organized with Spirit. When I got on, though, there was a white family on, and there was an older guy. He looked like he could be their grandfather, but you know how white people age, so more than likely he was their father. Excuse me, white folks that's watching. I'm half white myself. My father is white. Jay's father is white as well. Our mother is black, hence my green hazel eyes. Excuse me, white folks. I don't mean to be that way. I love my white side, but y'all age a little bit different, which is gonna fuck me up too in the long run if I don't take from my black side. But Jay definitely gonna age like his white, like her white side. Jay definitely gonna age like her white side. Okay, but we got on, and privileged white folks, this man and his 2 sons or grandsons sitting in our seats, and with no remorse, literally, sitting in my seats. I'm not gonna argue with the man. Jay tried to sit somewhere different, literally gonna sit in somebody else's seat to keep down the drama, to keep down the mess. And it don't even be drama or mess with Jay. Jay is just very reserved when it comes to speaking up. I mean, literally, y'all, like literally, Jay will not speak up. Jay will be taken advantage of easily without Jay speaking up. Jay won't speak up, will not speak up. And we've been together 12 years. Jay won't speak up. Jay literally finna sit in somebody else's seat to not go tell this man this our seat. Bitch, please. I politely told Jay, stand right here in this emergency exit gap where people were still coming by. We didn't want to hold up the line. And Jay stood there in that big ass wide open gap where the seats separate, where it looked like the plane could split off if it needed to. Oh my God, that's scary. It's a big gap in between the plane. I don't know if anybody else plane is like that, but Spirit has this gap where the emergency door is, pretty spacious gap. And so Jay stood there with Yaya. And I went over and I looked at the guys and I told them that this was our seats. And he said, "Are you sure?" "I don't know about that." And I'm like, "I can tell you lying, bro. You clearly look like you full of shit. Your face look like you full of shit." Like, I look in people in their eyes. My godmother, who is very, very spiritual, and has, college degrees in Bible studies and, archaeology and all that kind of stuff. She is very well rounded, not no normal Christian type of shit. She is deep with it. She always told me I look people dead in their soul. She always say, "Don't look at me in my eyes when I'm being wrong or when I'm guilty or when I'm being my other self," which is her bad self, because you tend to look in people's eyes and you look deep down in their soul. You be reading people through their eyes, and I damn sure do. And that might be all Aquariuses, but I damn sure do. If I don't get a good vibe from you, and if I'm reading you and you not giving me, no, I gotta go. We can't be friends. We cannot be friends. We gotta go. We can't do this, because I'm always guarding and protecting my spirit, my surroundings, my vibrations. Like, it's gotta be protected. You can't just be willy-nilly being friends with anybody and shit. No. We're not doing that. So I go over here to this guy. He's full of shit. So I go to the flight attendant, and she's a black girl. So all black flight attendants and one white lady on this Spirit flight headed to West Palm Beach, Florida. And so I tell the lady, hey, this family is in my seat. And she's like, okay, let me check your tickets. Okay. She look across from him, the row across, and it's empty. 2 seats are empty, 1 seat is not. And it's a girl there covered up with her blanket already. Literally, we just boarded, bitch. You already covered up with your, literally under her covers like she's sick or something. Got her head covered and everything, like she covering herself completely. And so I'm like, the lady said, excuse me, ma'am, can I see your ticket? So she showed her ticket, and she said, no, your seat is the seat right in front of you. And so there are 2 girls sitting, first seat, second seat, and the seat by the window is empty. And she says, oh, I cannot sit there because they are there. Like, I cannot sit there because these 2 are there. And they're 2 white young girls, college looking girls, just like her. They all 3 look like they were together, actually. When they sat next to each other, they looked like Charlie's Angels, literally. So I don't know what she was talking about, but she was like, they're sitting there, I cannot sit there. And so she was like, ma'am, you got to get in your seat, first of all, because the white guy ended up looking at his ticket and looking above him and was like, well, that's my seat right there. How can us 3 fit there if she's there? And so that's when the lady said, let me see your ticket. Told her her seat is the seat above her, in front of her. She got up there in front of her. She ends up going around, getting in her seat, covering herself up again. So then the white guy says, well, I mean, can we just sit here, please? Can we just sit here? Can we stay here, me and my boys, and your family sit there? I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would like to sit in the seats that we paid for and that we chose. And so the flight attendant was like, oh, please, could you, baby? Could you do that? And so I was just like, I'm going to swallow my pride right now, because I'm already, I can't stand that white privilege shit. And I feel like it's not enough reparations. It's not enough nothing. We ain't got shit. And y'all continue to do what y'all want to do to us and don't give a fuck. It make me just want to not give a fuck and say no. Uproot your ass up out these seats and get the fuck across the hall, because this is your seats. These are your seats across this aisle right here. But you know what? I told Jay, come on, let's just go. Let's sit down in these seats. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big a deal. We just sit in the goddamn seats. We'll be in West Palm in 2 fucking hours and 38 minutes. Fuck that shit. Okay, 2 hours and 38 minutes went by so fast, it didn't even matter. But I realized what his point was of sitting in those seats anyway. That girl was probably there after him. He probably chose our seats to sit in after the girl, before the girl was even sitting there. His seats were probably empty. She came and sat there, and it helped his storyline. That's what I think. But I realized as they were sitting there together, all 3 of them, they're looking out the window. And on my side of the window where Yaya was, because Yaya had the window seat, I had the middle seat, Jay had the aisle seat, because I'm not going to sit on the aisle, and I'm not going to sit by the window. I need to sit in the middle because I'm scared as fuck, okay? Yaya loved to look out the window. She doesn't even know the dangers of an airplane. She doesn't know that we're up in the sky and that it's taking a lot of power to keep us there because we will be falling flat out the sky. She's autistic, nonverbal. She has no sense of a lot of things, especially danger. So she is actually looking out the window, and on her side, there's nothing but like a lake and some bullshit, you know. And when I look, he's saying, look, guys, they're taking pictures all out of the window. And lo and behold, on their side is the World Trade Center, is the whole tip of Manhattan. You can see it so beautifully. The Bronx outlined with all the lights, and Brooklyn and Queens outlined, and New Jersey outlined with all of the lights, like just lit up beautifully. And I was just like, wow. So this is why they wanted to sit over there. And I'm vlogging, and I wanted to get that shot with me vlogging. Couldn't get the shot because they sat on that side, and more than likely they look like bombs. Okay, just to be real, they look like straight up trailer trash. And I'm serious. Okay, I'm not hating, I'm serious. They look like trailer trash. I'm hating a little bit, but they look like trailer fucking trash, bitch, and I'm for real. They look like trailer trash. And it let me know by them looking the way they look, he do this flight all the time and he got money. Yeah, he looked like trailer trash, but he got fucking money. It's giving me he got money. That's just how they dress, like they live on a farm. And they in New York City going back to West Palm. They have no bags, nothing. They look like they, you know, are parvish, or if that's the word, but they're not. They're not homeless or anything. I think that man had money. He done did this flight plenty of times. He knew which side to sit on because he know how this shit go. And boom, they got the shot and I didn't. So I ended up getting the shot when we came back into New York City. We sat on that side. We picked these seats not knowing what side the city was going to be on. But the second time when we came back from the cruise, flying in from Miami, West Palm, I think, yeah, West Palm. So no, we flew into Miami, flew out of West Palm. That's what happened. Flew into Miami and flew out of West Palm Airport. Flying out of West Palm Airport, we did get the shot. We were able to see New York City, and it was just beautiful. It was so very beautiful. But Spirit is great. They gave Yaya free snacks, free juice and shit like that, things to occupy her, and that was awesome. It was a black girl in the back of the plane, and it was a plane full of Hasidic Jews, and it was a lot of them, as if they were coming from some type of event in West Palm or something like that. I don't know where they were coming from, but it was a lot of them, and it was only Jay, myself, and Yaya, and this father and his 3 children. So since we were black and in the back, she gave us free snacks and winked like, I'm not supposed to do this. She said, literally, I'm not supposed to be giving this to you guys, but I'm going to give it to her and you because y'all my people and y'all are the only ones on here. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. So shout out to whoever she was, and shout out to Spirit for having great people like that. They have a lot of bad news, but Spirit did us well. We got to each location faster than what they said. And that's with the delays. Like we said last time on our last live video, we were delayed, headed to Miami. Before we left out of New York, our flight, we kept getting notifications that it was pushed back 30 minutes, pushed back an hour, pushed back 30 minutes, until it got to 2 hours that it got pushed back, which was not good for a lot of people, but was good for Jay and I because we needed to finish a few more things. So that was good. Also, I should be speaking to Rover in regards to this, but Spirit was great. But let's move on to where we left Jody at. We left Jody with a babysitter. If a lot of people, if you guys don't know, there's an app that allows you to, it's like an Uber app, basically. You go on, you log in, and you look for people in your area who could babysit your cat or your dog, and or whatever pet you have. They'll babysit it, and there are different methods of how they'll check on your dog. The one that we chose was staying with her overnight for all the nights that we were gone. So Jody stayed at this woman's house, and she's a dog sitter. So multiple dogs were coming in and out, not just multiple dogs coming in and out, but there were dogs spending the night because their owner was doing exactly what we were doing, either on vacation or on a work trip or emergency trip or whatever they were doing. This woman babysits, but there are plenty in your area. If you just log on to Rover, 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 and just look up, a dog sitter. There's a dog sitter app. They'll come to your home, unlock your door, go check on your animals. They'll come in and walk your animals. They'll come in and feed your animals. Or you can have them sit at your house. Some of them will sit at your house with your animals. Or you can take them over to their home and let them stay there. And they will let you scope out their homes. Rover has verified these people. So it was a pretty good app. And Jody has stayed with this lady about 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times, actually. And each time was an extended stay. And he did really well, to a point where he didn't even want to leave the lady the last time, and we were like, oh hell no, what is she doing? Because people in her comments, you do a review after you're done with the sitter, pick up your dog and he's done with the sitter. You do a review on Rover under her profile, and you tell the people how well she was, and just about everybody was saying the same thing, that their dog did not want to leave this girl's house. Was whimpering, was sad, and so Jody went through the same thing. I couldn't believe that what I had read, Jody was doing the same thing as we're pulling off from this girl, and she was like, "See you guys later, bye bye, see y'all later." But Rover app is a pretty good app. It really is. Another thing about the Spirit flight is my mom took a Spirit flight out of Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta, and they did pretty well with hers. But the problem was that my mom had knee surgery and spinal surgery. She has metal in her back, and so going through the metal detectors, from what she heard, can cause some issues. Not that she cares. She's a police officer in Savannah. She's a police officer in Georgia, so she doesn't care about going through the metal detector or anything like that. It was the fact that they were rude about it and also inconsiderate, not concerned at all about the fact that she has a medical condition, and just really disregarded the fact that she was saying she could hurt more by going through this thing. Needless to say, she still had to go through it, which is fine. She went through it, but they didn't have wheelchair pushers available at the time. Although I put that on her ticket, they did not have any available at the time. So my mom damn near missed her flight, because what they had to do was go over to Delta and ask Delta. First they asked American Airlines, because that's what was closer to them. So they asked American Airlines for, I forgot what they call the pushers. It's a designated name for them, and they didn't have one. I had to run over to Delta, and Delta ended up having a pusher. Of course, Delta would. Delta brings the person over with the wheelchair. My mom is able to be pushed to the Spirit flight on a Delta wheelchair, and a Delta employee pushed my mom right into the airplane and strapped her in and shit. Can you believe that? A Delta worker had to help my mom because they had no wheelchair pushers. And I guess you have to be qualified to do it or something. I don't know. But they didn't have any wheelchair pushers. No one available to push my mom in a wheelchair. Yeah. So I don't know if they were just being rude. I don't know if they were being rude on purpose or what they were doing. But that was fucked up. That was extremely fucked up. Hit record. Okay, get your notes out. Let's finish where we left off from last night.
Well, where you left off from?
Where I left off from last night. We were on, I talked about my mom's flight, how well that didn't do, because they had to get a Delta wheelchair person to wheelchair her in because they have any qualified wheelchair people. That wasn't so good, but she made it to her flight. Like I said, I think they were being bitches completely. Ooh. Anyway, the next thing is debarkation. I don't know if Jay has these in order, but what we have on here next is debarkation. And debarkation was, what you think about debarkation, baby?
The way that we did it, I think is the ideal way to do it.
Well,
if you're ready to move along, take your bags with you.
Yeah.
Don't check them. You're gonna have to wait on your bags like you do at the airport.
Yes.
And also,
we had to wait longer because of the...
Please make sure that you have all of your sign and sale issues fixed.
Yes, don't get off owing them shit.
We didn't get off owing them nothing, but we got off and they owed us something. So having to go to guest services, let me just say this. We knew we needed to go to guest services by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when all the fighting was going down.
Right.
We decided that we was just going to try to go get some rest because we had to get up by 9 a.m. and get out of there. We only had 3 hours of sleep. So, we woke up. We decided we're going to go straight to guest services. We're going to try to go before our debarkation time. We scheduled our debarkation on the app. And then we got held. So there was about 3 times where they held the line, presumably for people who were getting arrested or whatever the case may be, whatever happened. And that kind of held us up a lot. They refunded what they needed to refund on the sign and sale card. But if you know anything about Carnival, you know that when they refund something, they refund it back to you immediately by putting you a credit on your sign and sale card. They put us a credit, a very large credit, on our sign and sale card. And I went to the kiosk to try it, because you can go to the kiosk and, you know, cash out, get your cash off the card. That didn't work. They had shut down the kiosks. So we just had to get off the ship. And we actually had to, when we got to West Palm Beach, before Justin's mama got on the plane, before we sent her off to Fort Lauderdale Airport, we had to deal with trying to contact our bank to get them to refund the transaction, because they had already settled the difference.
Right, and they will put a hold on your damn card, and you will have to call the bank, provide the bank with Cash App. You will have to provide Cash App with a letter from Carnival stating that you're sign and sale, and that you don't, basically you don't owe them anything. If only I could get you, we had a Patreon. We do have a Patreon. You guys could come over to the Patreon. We do have a Patreon. Okay, it's only $3 to get into our Patreon. Maybe we could tell you guys the real deal secrets and how we did it. But okay, the last thing, tell them about why debarkation took so long, because they had some people who had fought, who had brought drugs.
Beeples.
Please note right now, don't bring your ass on no Carnival cruise. I don't know what Royal do. I don't know what Norwegian do. I don't know what Virgin do. I don't know what Margaritaville do. I don't know what none of they ass do. But I do know Carnival don't play that shit. Don't think you coming up on Carnival with no kind of drugs, because even if they don't find it, they still may search you. They still may search for it just so they can find it. And that was one of the reasons why debarkation took so long, was because what they do is they try to gather up everybody they got charges on before they start letting people off. And if they can't find them, that starts to make everything be held up. And what they were saying was, we were all held up. We were just, I'm talking about, the line was ridiculous. The line was ridiculous to get out of there. Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Stupid. Okay, was it not?
It was.
Imagine the people
ridiculous.
that were on the other side. Luckily, Jay and I slept right by the debarkation door. We were on the first floor, right near debarkation door. So it didn't really take us much. It was still long, but it wasn't much like somebody on the other side through the casino.
Right.
Somebody way over there through the casino or something on the other side of the ship. It took, and upstairs somewhere, it took them forever to get off. I'm pretty sure.
We were midship, so we were like right in the middle.
Right in the middle, but on the first floor. So our elevators that we chose were right by the debarkation door. So anytime we go to the elevator, yeah, whatever the fuck you call it. But I would say don't try to bring weed. Don't try to bring drugs. You could bring alcohol and put a little food coloring in it if you want to, but you don't need to bring drugs on there. Anybody that thought they could do that thought wrong, because they were definitely harassing the fuck out of us about, you know, weed. And I will say, we smoked on the ship. We smoked almost every day on the ship, but it was not ours. Somehow several people were able to get weed on, several, including pens. I think those are way more inconspicuous to try to bring onto the ship, because a lot of those foreign security guards and stuff, they may be trained on it, but they don't really pay attention to it.
And they
don't notice
people
it.
have regular vapes, like tobacco vapes.
Right, and they get mixed up with those, so they end up letting people slip through the cracks. So there's a lot of vapes around, a lot of people spit sharing, because a lot of people was passing the vapes around, and we were one. We definitely hit a few vapes from different people, white folks at that, and then the black guy on the last night, Al Roker. We you remember Al
Jesus,
Roker?
he had some shit.
He really had
that
some shit.
wine
And then
was
some wine.
shit. I don't know what type of wine that was. We
Yes.
was fucked.
He had us really fucked up.
It was a
One
dessert
cup of
wine. It was sweet.
Yes, 1 cup of red wine, and that shit had us fucked all the way up. I drunk only like 3 sips of it and was fucked up. Jay drunk the whole cup and was fucked up. And what you call it was so fucked up, he gave away his last drink.
Okay.
I couldn't believe that. John was super fucked up, because that man drinks all day to the break of dawn. And the fact that he gave up his drink was crazy. That's another thing. They don't let you drink all day. You have a limit on drinking. So although you may pay for a drink package,
15
there
drinks.
is a limit, and they will ring that bell on your ass. So when you take your card back up there to go buy more alcohol, they'll say, no, you had enough alcohol. I think that's what the bell means. The bell means you drunk too much.
They can't. If you have a drink package, you only get 15 drinks. Period. You cannot buy any other alcohol after your 15 drinks are gone. So if you sharing your drink, if y'all now, first of all, if you're over the age of 21, everybody in that cabin has to have the same drink package. So you can't buy an alcohol drink package and think you're gonna share it with your friends. Everybody in that room got to have the same drink package that's over 21. So you better be your ass in the room with somebody who's 20 or under. And other than that, if you drink up all your drinks, ain't no buying no more drinks, so your ass is done. So don't be thinking you can, if y'all bringing kids and you put one adult in one room with 2 kids or 1 kid and then one adult in another room with another kid and y'all think y'all gonna split a drink package, but this bitch drink more than you ain't buying no more drinks.
But that's the thing, y'all. Make sure y'all look up and Google what y'all are doing before y'all do it, because lately, since we've been back from our cruise, we've seen too many people take weed on Carnival and get fucked up. We keep seeing story after story after story, and I don't understand what's wrong with black folks. Y'all don't read. We don't read. Somebody gotta open up Google and read. Google search Chat GPT. AI is here, y'all. AI will answer the question for you. Artificial intelligence. Just go to chatgpt.com. Powered by OpenAI. Powered by OpenAI. No other ChatGPT is real, okay? The main one is OpenAI. You go, well, the rest of them may be real. They may do well. But the most famous and the first one that was out was by OpenAI. If you guys type in your question to them, they basically get their answer from the internet, where all of these answers are, and they just compress it to one. They read it in seconds, right? Basically, ChatGPT reads all this information in seconds and gives you the best accurate answer based off years of information on this question that you asked, and boom, it be the right answer. For the most part, I say 95% of the time, ChatGPT gets it right, and that's 95%, 90 to 95% for real. So all it takes is to ask ChatGPT, can I bring weed on a Carnival cruise?
First of all, let's just get into it like this.
No, you cannot.
Black people act like they ain't never been nowhere because they ain't. But the fuck over here on a ship to be a slave. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is before y'all go somewhere, act like y'all done been somewhere. If black people, like you just said, will get on the internet and look up the laws to where the hell y'all trying to take this weed to, first of all, just because you're trying to go on a cruise to Jamaica, Jamaica does not have legal weed. They tolerate the fact that people just smoke weed and they don't take your ass to jail.
And it's
illegal.
popular there, but it is illegal. Yes, it is.
So,
not legal to
you
smoke
being
weed.
an American, cause a problem over there in Jamaica if you want to, and have some weed, they taking your ass to jail.
And they want your American money because they already broke.
They already know you got some. And whatever you got worth more than what the fuck they got.
Somebody may be asking, well, what happens when they catch the weed? When they feel like they're sensing weed, what happens? Okay. So for us, what happened was the K9 dog, Wilfredo, whoever rides Carnival Horizon will know who Wilfredo is if he's still working there. Of course, I've spoke with corporate and all of that about him. They said they were going to deal with him. However that may be, I doubt that they deal with him because that's just how they do in corporate. They can say all day they're going to deal with him. It's got to be something that done made it to the news and something that's about to be a liability. My one ass ain't no liability. They don't care. You know, it would have had to be multiple people. How many people were on that ship that night? That all 7 days, like something over like what 10,000 or something people or something like that is on that ship. So imagine my one speck ass complaining, and even if 10 people complain, that's nothing. They don't give a fuck about that. It has to be such a complaint that they feel like they're going to be sued. So now I'm going to deal with Wilfredo. So I doubt that Wilfredo is dealt with for what he did. But what he did do, I know I talk too much, I'm long-winded. What he did was he kept bringing the dog by me and Jay. Now me and Jay, the only two cream mocha looking boy and girl on this ship, right? And not just that, we have blonde hair, freshly blonde hair. We both just dyed our hair. We've been together 12 years. Anytime we've dyed our hair, we know what that.
And my shit was 30 inches. Y'all,
And
32
Jay shit-
inches.
Yes, and Jay had boho braids, which are very popular, which caused a lot of women to give her compliments, right? They were literally stopping looking at Jay hair, everybody. And one thing about it, y'all hoes who say y'all do y'all own hair and do boho braids, y'all not doing a good job. Jay first time doing boho braids fucking killed it. I'm sorry, and I'm not just saying that. I'm gonna tell the truth, and I'll tell Jay if the shit look a mess. No, Jay killed it, especially compared to some of the hoes I seen on the goddamn shit, and some of the hoes who decide to do vlogs after we say we gonna vlog about Jay having, Jay doing her boho braids. Your shit looked a mess too. I'm not gonna say no names.
But you know what? I think that people, you know,
Jay pay attention.
yeah, you know that's what it is.
Pays
And you know,
attention.
people always say black people be like, my auntie a cosmetologist, but you know, my aunt was a cosmetologist. You just dropped all your soda. But anyways, my aunt really is a cosmetologist. She was a cosmetologist, and it's not just like, oh, she was a cosmetologist
too.
So I've been,
Right,
yeah, and she's actually a teacher. She's a master of cosmetology. But I paid attention. I asked questions, watched, did things. I've been braiding my cousin's hair since I was young, so doing braids and doing Yaya hair, doing his hair. I was braiding your hair, but after this, I stopped being able to braid that much. So it was kind of a task, but I got it done.
Jay did a really good job on the boho. We were blonde down, blonde to the ground, and so Wilfredo, we already getting a lot of attention from everybody. Everybody's like, oh my God, y'all are gorgeous. Oh my God, are y'all a couple? Are y'all friends? What are y'all? Y'all look so exotic. Like, we getting compliments left and right, right? And so, I should dye my hair before I go back to Florida. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's because of the
but you need
hormones,
to
you know
wait.
that?
Yeah,
It's also because of the hormones.
that's a whole nother video for another day. Speaking of that, Jay's hand, we're going to do story times, because I was thinking, damn, we never do story time. We got a vlog channel now. We have to do story time. Story time is the first thing people was doing on their vlogs. The story time before people was going out.
Oh, bitch, we
on
got
the streets.
stories for your ass.
Oh yes, Jay, you should tell your story about your hand, the truth, and you should also give a story time about starting your hormones, or what hormones does to your body.
I don't mind
for people that
telling
don't
that
know.
story. This was some stupid ass shit, and it really changed my life to the point where I'm not. Anybody who knows me from my past, I was an on ready type of bitch. Oh, I was on ready. I was ready.
I think we should stop this conversation, because this is a great start to the story time. Like, what you're saying right now is the way you should start your story time. But let's just end it here. Jay has basically 2 fingers and a thumb on that hand. Catch the story. Don't show. Catch the story time that Jay's gonna do. It's not noticeable. People don't notice it, and it's brand new. So imagine the mental anxiety or the mental depression that you go through after being this beautiful, and an injury happened in your old age. Not an injury, not old age, but in your mid 20s.
Goddamn.
In your mid 20s, and this ain't something that Jay was born with and grew up with. No, this is something that just happened about 2 or 3 years ago. So Jay will do a story time, separate story time, and explain that whole story, an intimate story time. Guys, make sure you guys watch what happened to Jay's hand. If you see me looking this way, we never have our blinds open like this, and I love these trees and grass and shit.
I know. I just be sitting over there sometimes looking
We're
at the
from
window.
Georgia. We're not from New York City, so they probably don't really appreciate the greenery the way we appreciate it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know, but I know I do. Anyway, yeah, so Wilfredo just kept bringing the dog over by us. And not only that, it felt like all the security was put on alert to watch me and Jay, especially because we were sitting in the smoking area a lot. They continue to get whiffs of weed everywhere around the ship. People are getting whiffs of weed. People are telling, there are white Karens everywhere texting, because you can message on the app and let them know when you see something happening within the Carnival app. So Jay caught this white woman doing that one time. She came back out there while we were smoking again, and the officers came again. That was a whole nother day. So twice she did it, 2 different days. She had officers come over. They were harassing so bad, they would come stand right at the table and do this, like look right into the table to see what exactly were we smoking. And we did. We smoking, but we didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? So who they were targeting and who they were watching was the wrong people, because it wasn't even us. But I never, of course, I'm not no snitch ass bitch, especially not if I'm not going to jail or nothing too bad. What fuck do I have to tell them who did it? Plus, the bitch who had it, she was cool as fuck. Like, I was really gravitating towards her. It was no way I was gonna snitch on her.
No gender. No gender.
Oh, there was
On
no way
them.
I was finna snitch on them when I've been having a good time with them this whole time, and it was them. It was a lot of them shit, but
Okay.
it's one particular person I was really gravitating to because they were really, really fucking cool. Anyway, don't bring weed on there.
Don't bring nothing.
At some point, I think at some point I got aggravated, and I end up telling Wilfredo, stepping to the side on my way back onto the ship. I was feeling myself because I was a little tipsy, but I was like, Wilfredo, no, I ain't call his name. I was like, what's your name, sir? K9 officer, sir. I was loud like that. And he turned around, and the dog is a bitch ass dog because anytime you walk up on an officer in Georgia and
That
they
dog
holding
will
the
turn around
K9,
at your ass.
oh, that dog going crazy. You don't walk up on my K9 officer. You don't do that. That dog sitting down on his ass. He full of shit anyway because as much weed was going in and off the ship and he was standing right there sniffing everybody, he couldn't find a goddamn thing. Not only that, when they came to smell me and Jay, when he brought the dog over to me and Jay, if this dog is such a good dog and this is a Homeland Security dog, then why the fuck? And it's really not. These are contracted security guards on Carnival
Who
have
walk a dog
who have a
that has
connection with
supposedly been
Homeland Security
trained to sniff drugs.
Right.
First of all, you can't get no police
one-on-one
dog.
connection to Homeland,
So
but that's
believe
only
that.
because they're on the seas and Homeland ready to lock somebody the fuck up. Man.
Customs is the branch of Homeland Security that they work with. Customs.
Right.
But Customs and Border Patrol. But they're not Customs and Border Patrol officers.
No.
They're a separate contracted security company, and what they do is they relay the message, and they're trusted to give the police whatever their charges should be when they get back on land.
And handle the situation properly because they do have to arrest people. They do have to walk them to the officers. Like when you getting ready to get off that ship, you have to speak to Border Patrol. Getting off the ship, you're going to be asked questions. Everybody, one by one, will be stopped by Border Patrol. They will ask you questions. Why are you here? Where were you born? How long you been? Are you staying in Florida or are you getting ready to fly back out randomly? They don't, it's not a, because I heard the people before us didn't get asked the same questions. It seemed like they just start this conversation and in the conversation they begin to ask questions. So you don't feel interrogated. It's like they're trained to, hi, how are you? What's your name? You know, and where are you from? Oh, nice. I've been there before. I really love Georgia. I love Georgia so much. So how old are you? How old are you and how old are you? Okay. Nice. So where do you work? You guys have a job anywhere? That's how he was. Like he was literally having a conversation, but clearly, you know, asking, everybody was going through the same thing. Everybody, all of them were acting like, hi, how are you? Yeah, and asking questions at the same time.
People sneak onto cruise ships all the time in order to
It's like you got to go through a security process to get off that bitch.
People sneak through the border any way they can.
That's crazy. I see.
So we could have been somebody who had given our identification or given our identity to somebody so they could sneak over here to the United States. And then we would come back and be like, oh no, somebody stole my identity. And then they're over here already. So now they're fugitives. So they're immigrants who got over here from using somebody else's documentation.
That's crazy. And I think you scanned something on your way through I think we scanned something on our way through this thing that we had to go through when we stopped at him, or we gave him our IDs or something like that.
Give him our IDs.
Something that was some type of verification. So maybe he scanned those because he's behind a desk, this tall desk that was up to our like chest, basically. And he's standing on a pedestal inside this square. And whatever's behind him, maybe he looked us up and noticed at our face and that it was us or something like that. But he had us there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 7, 6. Just, you know, chatting. And I'm just literally sitting here nervous as shit and thinking, are you fucking kidding me? I'm from the United States. I literally have to go through this coming back. I was really shocked by that. And I was shocked that the line was so long because of this. This process right here. They're literally having a conversation, I guess they're trained to have a 5 to 10 minute conversation with each person and then let them go through. That was weird. And even the children, if you two parents with Lumbee had just went through and you could see them, I was watching him because he's so goddamn fine. They clearly was talking to all the children.
They kind of interrogated us a little bit more because that was the first time trip for us. If they have a record and Customs can see, oh, we've had interaction with this person at this point, then they don't really hassle you too much because you've traveled a lot, you know?
Right.
So, because it was our first time traveling, of course, they're like, hold the fuck up. Y'all drug carriers?
Right.
Y'all stealing people identity, trying to sneak in? What the hell y'all got going on? So, it was just a bunch of things that they were trying to screen for, but, child, we ain't did a damn thing. We were scared to buy weed in Aruba.
Right.
Scared to buy weed in Dominican Republic. By the way, do not take the weed on the cruise ship. You can get off the cruise ship and find weed.
Yes, you can get off the cruise ship, find weed, smoke your life away at the beach.
And get the fuck back on the cruise ship without your
Yes.
weed, goddammit, so you can go home.
Yes, and you can smoke weed at Amber Cove, inside the pavilion, because all the workers were looking at Jay and I like, did y'all just really come ask us, can y'all smoke? Who's gonna stop you? Like,
Okay.
whatever she was saying, it
Police
was like
swear.
3 or 4 of them.
The police
Like,
swear.
are you kidding me? You think the police about to say something to you? Fire up whatever you want to fire up, whatever
You
she
can
said.
smoke whatever you want to smoke,
whatever you wanna
wherever
smoke.
you want to smoke it.
Yeah, so I went and told the girls that we had just met we had alcohol that we needed to get rid of because we bought 2 bottles of Absolute, I think, and needed
About
to get
2 bottles of Absolute.
2 big fat ass bottles and needed to get rid of it before we got back on the ship. Although we did get a little something on the ship.
No, we did not.
Well, we can say that because they don't know whether or not they took it. We
The
took
point-
some back on the ship. When you take alcohol back on the ship, know that they
It will
are
be
going
confiscated.
to confiscate. End up meeting Gabe and Tiff ended up telling us that she was the marketing agent for. Well, Gabe told us, and Tiff was looking at him like, "I'm about to choke the fuck out of you." Did I tell you? Did I tell you to tell anybody on this ship my job?
Okay.
He was like, she actually works for Carnival, because I was telling them about my plans with Virgin, and that's a long story. That's another story. That's not here nor there.
I guess that's because
But-
if we would have fucked them, then she probably could have lost her job. Maybe that's why Gabe was so apprehensive. No,
He
I'm just playing.
he went full force and told us she's actually the marketing agent for Carnival Cruise Line, and I was like, "Hey, bitch, come on, let's rub a little bit closer."
Okay.
So we started seeing Gabe and Tiff everywhere, but I think the main thing is they were fantasizing about fucking us. Gabe wanted to have control of Jay, and if I could be a little bit more masculine, Tiff wanted to have control of me. But they definitely was giving us the sense that they wanted to have a foursome.
That white boy was
Straight
fine.
up. And Gabe was very handsome. You guys seen Gabe throughout our entire vlog series. If you didn't, go watch our entire vlog series so you can see Gabe.
And that thing was seen
Go
a
look
couple
at
of
Gabe.
times.
Yes, Gabe is very, very handsome. Even Milky said it. And normally black women aren't really attracted to white men. I mean, not to say not normally, but there are a lot of black women who are not, you know. And Milky from the west side of Atlanta said Gabe was fine. I was like, oh yeah, he really fine, because bitch, he is. Anyway, yeah, don't bring weed on. Make sure y'all keep out for the dogs and for the officers. And those are the little tips about, you know, your little fun party shit. Okay, and what about the fortified alcohol? You can't bring the...
You can't. We talked about that in the last video.
Oh, we did?
Because the lady got her shit taken.
Okay.
But yeah, you can't bring fortified alcohol. You can only bring like regular wine or champagne.
Yes. And you just do what you got to do with that. And we didn't do it.
750 milliliter.
We didn't do it. Because you can get your shit on.
Okay.
Ooh, I
let's
got
talk
that shit
about-
on, for real.
Oh, we got that shit with us.
You got to think, y'all. Y'all got to think, because some people just don't be thinking. Amazon has all the tools and tricks you need. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it there. What's the next thing?
How dirty our motherfucking room was.
Okay, how dirty our room was. First of all, let me say this, too. I did end up snitching on Alfredo, okay? Corporate...
Alfredo.
Sorry. Damn. Who the fuck is Alfredo?
Bitch, that's a sauce. I don't know who that
Alfred.
is.
Oh, I don't know who I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Wilfredo. He's oh, that is a sauce. Damn, I'm tripping. Wilfredo. Why the hell his mama named him that? I knew that shit sounded like something. I'm like, Wilfredo. What the fuck? Wilfredo. Maybe Fritos. Nah, it's Alfredo. But maybe she liked Alfredo a lot. Maybe he did. And he got his name late in life or something. I don't know. But I did end up telling on him. I don't know what they... Oh, I already said all that? I don't know what they're going to do about him.
You ain't finished. You said I already told on Alfredo and that's it.
I mean, I already told on Wilfredo, yeah, and I don't know what they're going to do about him. Maybe you guys will see him, maybe you guys won't. Go ahead.
But
Okay.
we just wanted to touch base on how unkempt our room was when we got there. Of course,
yeah.
we checked under the beds for our life jackets. They were there.
And it was pretty clean up under the bed. It was nothing.
Yeah, but
The letter was on the first thing.
the letter with somebody else's information was there. Their sign and seal number was there. So if we was trying to steal somebody's shit, we had her name, her signature at the bottom of the page, and the damn sign and seal number.
And they were saying that she was allergic to something and trying to explain the whole allergy process and how she's going to be able to eat because they got a pre-warning that she was allergic to some things.
Right.
So they gave her a letter basically explaining that they understood that.
And apparently it was some type of mistake, because that's what Evelyn came and said to us.
Evelyn was our room service manager, so she was the head lady cleaning up our room. Anybody could, but she was the supervisor supervising that part of the ship where we were.
Yes, so when we got there, there was spit in the sink.
Oh, God, yes. Snot
There was
spit.
like toothpaste spit on the mirror.
Yes. Snot spit, like that. That shit.
And on the mirror, it was like the, like the spray when you brushing your teeth and it's on the mirror. Ew. It looked the same way on the shower curtain. So it looked like somebody was either brushing their teeth in the shower and got toothpaste on it and it dripped down the shower and dried up white, or somebody done spin upside down and nutted on the shower curtain.
The mold in the ceiling, or whatever you call that. Them little water spots, them brown water spots where the water was dripping for so long that it turned brown.
Them hard water spots, yeah.
I guess that's what you call them. They was up there. That was so that shit was so nasty. All it take is y'all to come paint that shit or scrub it, and if it don't come off, then paint it or something like the fuck. And then the goddamn shower curtain had like oil drippings down it. You know how like oil sticks, so water, you'll see water drips, but they'll dry up. The oil will stay there. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it had oil drips down it, or if it wasn't oil drips down it, it was some drips that was staying. It was running down it as if somebody just shot a big one all over the goddamn shit. Just shot it. Shoot. Just shoot the club. Tear the club up.
Tear the club up.
Preacher say amen.
Hey, we're going straight to Coochie Walla's house.
Tear the club up.
Tearing the bathroom up. What else was in there? It was something else. The shower was dirty. Was the toilet dirty? I don't know. Was it shit in the toilet or something like that? The toilet was dirty or something.
The toilet was dirty, yeah.
I think it was shit in the toilet or something like that. A little shit stain in the
On
toilet
the
or
toilet
something.
wall or something. I had to clean that
Oh my God! Jesus Christ, that is so nasty, y'all.
shit. I threw it up in my mouth.
I can't. So then, yeah, the room was dirty. Now, the inside of the room, the bed and shit, all that was great. You know, what I didn't like is that the beds, after a while, they start to come apart. Not so much, but you can feel them separating.
Yeah, but I don't.
Especially too because the ship is rocking so hard over some of those seas.
But you do know that those. Okay, we've had an old bed frame before like that. You know, the metal one. Sorry, y'all, I'm still stuffed up, but you can link them together. Why don't they do that? Why
it might have been linked, but they were just coming apart a little bit by the time it was. By the last couple of nights, you could feel them. You could feel a little space in between them.
Well,
they weren't super close anymore, but maybe they linked them and not all the way.
They were definitely coming apart when Trey came to the room.
Oh shit!
But
Now say what now?
Okay.
Let me see something.
What's the next note? The room was unkempt. The ship was fine. Everything was fine. We didn't see any dirty cups, no dirty forks, no dirty nothing like that. We didn't see nothing dirty. Everything was
I see some
fine.
goddamn dirty ass pizza and cups in the hallway.
Right. Shit like that. You can leave your dishes and shit anywhere. Honestly, you can. You can leave it anywhere. The thing is, those plates, I think, slid into the middle of the hallway because the ship was moving. Jay don't think so. Jay thinks somebody just sat it down on their stroll to the elevator or to their room and sat the plate in the middle of the hall or the aisle or whatever you call it. No, they didn't. I think that the ship moved it there, just like the cups. You'll see cups in the middle of the floor. I think the ship might have moved it a little bit. A lot of shit fall over too because the ship is on water. So you do have shit falling over a lot of times. Gotta be careful with that. You will have your shit fall the fuck over depending on how rough the seas is. And not every night was the seas rough. There were some nights rougher than other ones, for real. For real.
real.
We were downstairs on that first floor, Literally, sometimes just going upstairs to not feel how rocky it was. Literally, that bitch was rocking down there.
It's all right when you get ready to go to sleep. Like you said, when you sleeping, you go down there, you don't even feel shit.
Yeah, when you going to sleep, I think it's some good sleep. I do. By the time you wake up, for us at least, we were docking. So we were pulling into the station or the port, or most times we were already there. You know.
Yeah, we had late nights and early mornings, but we weren't that early. We let most of the people get off the ship before we decided to go.
Yeah. We were always, and we hardly got to meet up with the people we were hanging with on the ship. You hardly get to meet up with them when you get off.
Because everybody go their separate ways.
Because everybody goes their separate ways, especially when people have families. So, you know, our girl Veronica had her own family. Our girl Milky had her own family. Javante and Naya them was a huge family. They were a really large family. It was a lot of them there. I honestly could say like 15 of them at least were there. So they all went their separate ways. Literally nobody went to the same excursions. And with Jay and I, we really just wanted some peace of mind. So it was great for us to get away. But speaking of that,
when we did dock, please keep in mind that you will dock with other cruise lines if you're not on a private island. So if you're not at a private location, Ocean Cay, Coco Cay, with a Carnival, Celebration Key, then you're going to be docked with other cruise lines and other people.
Dominican Republic. Our stop in Dominican Republic, we didn't really get to do much. La Romana, it rained. We had actually no more cash. So we needed to somehow get the money off our card. And every ATM we were going to was just not working for our card. So our whole time in La Romana, we basically was in a taxi driving around Dominican Republic, downtown Dominican Republic, looking for, I think, was that downtown? No, that's probably not even considered downtown. It's downtown La Romana or some shit. But we were just down there basically looking for an ATM that would give us our money. And we failed. Could not find an ATM. I think we did. No, we found an ATM, but it was only giving us Dominican pesos. And so that wasn't working for us. That was disappointing because we thought it was going to drop out cash, and it didn't. It dropped out. It did. It dropped out their cash, though. So now we have to try to find a converter. And I don't know if we found a converter. What we ended up doing was spinning it in the Dominican Republic.
Because it started raining. So we were just like, we might as well just go back to the cruise port.
Spin it here and get the fuck on.
Right. So we went back to the cruise port, got some liquor, got 2 bottles of liquor, and just
drunk where anybody walked by.
Because we didn't want to stay at the cruise port with too many people. A lot of people just kind of hang out there. But we didn't want to. We wanted to go to Bahia Beach.
Yes.
And then it ended up raining, so we were like, ugh.
Yes, it did not work out. So we ended up having to have the taxi driver drive us back to La Romana. He thought he was going to be driving us to Bahia Bay. He begged to take us to Bahia Bay. We told him no. We finally got to back to the cruise port, and like I said, drunk with everybody that passed us by, even the old white ladies that we ran into, and got back on the ship. It was just like, fuck it, get back on the ship. Got to the following day, we went to the other side of the island, the other side of Dominican Republic. Why they didn't start on the further side first and then take us to the side, I don't know, but they took us to the closest side first and then went around the island, big circle, to go on the other side,
right,
to Amber Cove. When we got Amber Cove, it was lit. Amber Cove is beautiful. The way they've set it up, that whole port is beautiful. The lazy pool, the pool, the 2 slides, that shit was beautiful. That Amber Cove looked way better than La Romana. Amber Cove is set up very, very nicely. DJ was playing. And she gave us a very nice compliment.
It was hype.
Yeah, she was like, y'all are so pretty. Oh my God. Y'all are so pretty. Y'all seen that in the video. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, we were getting compliments left and right. We didn't get in the water there because there was so many people, as you guys can see. If you go watch the video that says 24 hours in Dominican Republic, how dangerous was it? Yes, YouTube does promote clickbait. So it is a little clickbaitish, okay? It is a little clickbaitish, but that's because YouTube doesn't mind clickbait. So excuse our clickbait. But I have to pull y'all in some way, and I promise y'all, when y'all click on it, y'all like it as y'all have. We have so many people that have joined our channel or subscribed to our channel off of these videos that they clicked on thinking it was, you know, more serious than it actually was, and we apologize. I don't know if I really apologize, but excuse me for that. It's just the way YouTube trains us to do it. It's the way YouTube trains us to do it.
Y'all live.
Yeah. The cruise port before Dominican Republic, we went to Curacao. Curacao was fucking beautiful. It was beautiful. I think the only thing is we wasn't there long enough to do anything, hardly anything.
No, we wanted to for like 5 hours.
Yeah, we wanted to go further. Then you got the bridge that opens up and may not close back up, which we didn't think that would happen to us. Jay was like, no, that bitch gonna come back. Lo and behold, it broke down on the other side. And we literally had to take a boat. And I didn't think, I was just nervous thinking that what if, I just was asking a question, like, what if it went over there? Because it opens up to let other boats by and closes back anytime a boat needs to come by. So I'm thinking, okay, what if it gets stuck over there? And lo and behold, it did. It got stuck over there. And I'm sure this happens all the time because I think it's like one of the oldest bridges in the world or something like that.
The oldest mobile bridge, the open bridge, yeah.
And the only one still left, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So, of course it breaks down. It's like a motor on the back of it. Brrr, and you hear the man, he's like driving it. You can see him in the little box holding this thing like a joystick or whatever. What you call that? A stick shift car, you know?
Yeah.
He's like using one of those. And he got stuck. We ended up getting on a boat to get across the water. But that was very disappointing. That was disappointing that Curacao was such a short time. It was so beautiful, but it was a short time. When you go across the bridge, there are a lot of weed sellers, okay? There are a lot of guys trying to solicit you to sell you weed. But for Jay being as beautiful as she is, they were literally yelling out, baby girl, we will smoke it with you. Come back, we will smoke it with you. Come on. Before you buy, we will smoke with you. Come on. So I'm like, nah, come on, Jay, let's just fuck that shit. I mean, I wouldn't have mind, but you don't want to smoke no angel dust out there, and then we fucked up and can't get back on the shit.
We ain't got time for that.
Okay, we don't know what kind of shit they got. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling us to come back, and they look like Jamaican or African dudes. They didn't have no dreads or nothing, but they were handsome chocolate ass dudes, all of them. And not only that, it seemed like they kept going through alleys and would be on the other side or something, unless those were different guys. I really don't know, but it seemed like we kept seeing the same group of guys, but every time we seen them, they were sitting down, resting. And it was like, are they running to the next spot or something? Or are these different guys?
They follow me.
But Aruba was beautiful, and I loved Aruba. We didn't want to leave. We were there damn near all day, from the morning to the night, to like 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Back to Aruba before we left.
Yes. Aruba was just beautiful. Oh my God. Aruba was beautiful. And I would say that the main thing about all of this is, and you tell me too, I don't know if it's like being on a cruise, I wouldn't do that again. Like now I know what to expect. My expectations was up. I'm thinking I'm going to these different countries. We're going to have a good time. But with that time being going, it makes you feel like, and
you're
I guess,
rushing.
Yeah, you're rushing. But I guess other cruisers who have cruised for a long time know how to manage their time. Me managing my time, let alone, I can't even do these Instagrams that I'm trying to manage and do all this shit. So managing my time, getting off a ship, knowing that I got to be back or it's going to leave us, that's like fucking with my head a little bit. So it make me feel like either I don't want to do this no more, or we need to know what to expect next time.
Yeah, be more prepared.
Yeah, be more prepared, because it wasn't fun getting to Curacao and loving it, but had to leave in seconds. And that little beach we went to, when you see the Curacao video, it's really that blue. It's literally that blue. That shit was crystal blue. And that's just one beach. And the reason why it's so small right now is because they're doing construction. It would be bigger than that, but they're doing construction and trying to expand. And I love that little spot. Jay and I just stumbled upon it. We just started walking and stumbled upon this beach. And it was small, but it was beautiful, y'all. That beach is real, the beach that y'all seen in Curacao. But what do you say? Would you get Punta Beach? Exactly. Would you get on another? I mean, I know you want to get on another cruise, but you think so? Did it feel like we were rushing every time we got off somewhere?
Like we had constraints that we couldn't adhere to, and that's what scares you when you don't want to be left
You don't
Please.
want to be left.
Get your ass back on the ship.
And then the word was in Dominican Republic or Curacao or Aruba, one of them. I remember somebody saying what they'll do is the taxi will take you to the beach
But you can't
for
find nobody
$5 or $10, and then coming back, they'll charge you an arm and a leg, way more than what they charge you to go, because they know for sure
You got to get back to that ship.
So that's another thing fucking with my head, because now I'm like,
In
hold the
Aruba,
fuck
it's
up.
a little different because they have laws that keep them from doing that. But other than that, they couldn't even find a taxi. That's why you can't find one, because they're like, look, we ain't finna sit around and try to get a baseline price. You can't find nobody to come pick you up.
Right. But when you get off at these ports, they do have a lot of taxi people trying to solicit you. But the thing is, you got to ask them for real, how much is it going to be to bring me back? And can I somehow get in contact with you? Most times you can't. What you're going to have to do is tell them the exact time you want to leave and be at the spot. That's what you're going to have to do. You got to tell this man the exact time you want to leave and be at the spot. And hopefully he pulls up and y'all see him. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Javante's family said in Aruba, they almost got left because we seen them run into the ship. The ship wasn't, I think we seen them or he got on breathing hard or something happened.
No, we messaged him on Instagram and he messaged back and said,
we run into the, okay,
right,
yeah, that's what happened. We run into the ship now. And so when he got on, he ended up telling us that they were at their excursion and they left the excursion, got so caught up and had so much fun jet skiing and shit that leaving, they couldn't find a driver. The driver was playing games or trying to charge too much or something, he said. So what they did was they hopped on the bus. They literally hopped on Aruba bus service. Public transportation. And that's what it means when you want to get back to your shit on this ship. So I'm throwing that out there because that is an option. Anytime you in these countries, y'all better see if they got public transportation to see if y'all can hop on a bus and get back to the spot. But that was good thinking for Javante and his family because I would have never thought of that. Okay, Jay probably would have thought of that. But if I was by myself, I would have never thought to hop on a fucking MARTA bus. You know what I'm saying? And get to the cruise port. But that's an option right there. But really, just be on time because that motherfucker burn.
okay, your ass is gone.
You hear that shit?
Oh my God, we seen people get left, actually.
Did we?
Yes, we did. We was looking and they was getting left. Oh man, that was sad.
Oh, Norwegian.
Yeah.
It was when Norwegian was pulling off. Yes.
That was sad.
Yes, we were in Dominican Republic at Amber Cove, last port. Norwegian was pulling off. We were still docked there. And as they were curved from here's the bridge, they begin to curve this way. You could see these people running like, oh no. Our ship was just like, damn, you fucked up. I should have recorded that shit. I should have recorded that shit. Yeah, pier runners. Unlock this. We did see the flying fish, y'all. We did see the flying fish. That is no lie. Never heard of flying fish before. If you go Google flying fish in the Caribbean seas, you will see that's where they're mostly at. They're attracted to light. So with the ships coming through, sailing through those seas, they fly up out the water, going straight for the light. So when they were hovering over the ship, that was actually a fish, a flying fish hovering over the ship. Because they are attracted to light. And I think that's the way they hunt. They go up really high. Like they fly really high and they kind of fly like bats. And then it got steady when it was over the ship, I guess in some light, it got steady. And they look fluorescent. They look see-through. When they're flying around, they look fluorescent, they look see-through. You know if it's monitoring.
I can see it right here. Hello.
But they look fluorescent, they look see-through. They were real. So guys, just Google the flying fish. Google the flying fish. That was no lie. That was dead ass for real. Go watch it. The flying fish. There were, like we said, the swingers party. That's not too much clickbait because the reason why I titled that like that is because Jay and I had a long conversation. We were feeling good. We were really spilling the tea on our relationship a little bit. And so I think people really appreciated that because we had somebody comment and say, well, do anybody ever get jealous? Yeah, we've been together 12 years. Sometimes, oh no, it just started buzzing.
It's natural to have some jealousy about your partner having sex with someone else, but it's not to the extent that a lot of people would think. sometimes it is just along the lines of going a little bit too far without communication. So whether that be one or the other, him or me, then it's not a deal breaker, but it's just things that you talk about and make sure it don't happen again.
Mm-hmm. Right. But yeah, I think I get jealous more. Jay can get jealous, but I get jealous a lot more. But it's not, when we have a plan like we're going on a cruise, we know the rules. We know how this about to go. And this was our first cruise, but we know that when we are entering territory, like going back to Atlanta to go visit, we know there's a lot of people that want to fuck us. There are people that we've had relations with in Atlanta, and people who want to have relations, fantasize about having both of us or just Jay alone or whatever it is. We it's like preset. It's like you already know
what to expect.
We like
you
sink and sink, and we go in, and we be already shielded and ready. But nah, for real though, like it ain't. We have so much fun together. Our sex life, y'all wouldn't even know. Trust me, we're both pleased.
Stay tuned for the podcast. Y'all can hear about it.
Oh yes. Make sure y'all. Oh, Jay, it's about to go down. I know we've been talking about this sex podcast for a very long time, y'all. The sex podcast is really happening, and it's about to go down. Okay, y'all better go follow Jay new Twitter. I ain't gonna give y'all the Twitter right now because we ain't done with it. But when the Twitter get done, and I'm not gonna continue to talk about this on our blog. Okay, we're gonna throw this in there every now and again when we do live.
Y'all just gonna have to.
Yeah, because the thing is, we don't want to lose sponsorships. People may love us over here on the vlog channel, and the way we keep going up and up is when we make content that's not so raunchy. So on YouTube, we can't be as raunchy as we normally are. I know that doing the urban binge shows, Housewives, and all those reviews, we talk real dirty and nasty. So all that stuff is over on Urban Binge. Go subscribe to the Urban Binge on YouTube, the Urban Binge. Just go over there and subscribe, and stay here for our vlogs where we will still be ourselves, but we gotta kind of dim down some of the talking about penis. Like we can say penis, but dick, nut, pussy, ass, asshole, booty hole, suck that dick. Like we be talking real, we really be talking raunchy in our vlogs, like, because that's just how we are. We just giving y'all the real us. We're not like the rest of these vloggers who not really giving y'all the real, but giving y'all the real is not working for the money. Okay, so we're gonna give y'all the real, but we're gonna dim down how much realness we give, because we're giving too much. We're giving too much for the algorithm, and the algorithm ain't feeling it. It's not feeling it. So we gotta kind of beep, 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 like Jay said. We can say these things, but we gotta bleep them. We have to cover our mouth when we're like with blur, when I'm looking at the camera saying, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like you can straight up read my lips. So we got to put a blur over that. Anyway, you getting aggravated? You want me to hurry up? Jay do not like sitting here too long. That bothers Jay. Jay be ready to get the fuck out of here. What is this? Curacao at 821. What was it?
I don't know what the hell that was. That's why I skipped over it. It was in our video. We don't remember what happened.
I don't remember what happened, y'all.
That was me when I was coming out the door, and I said, a lot of shit done went down. We'll tell y'all what happened. But I don't remember.
That's all the shit that went down. Yeah, Jay had a lot of white guys flirting with her. A lot of white guys flirting with her, trying to get in her drawers. Not really. They wanted to spend money. I don't know, but they weren't talking about shit.
Well,
that was the main thing.
Tall, dark, and sexy could have got it.
Who? Who is that?
The white one.
The white one, tall, dark, and sexy. Lumpy.
Okay, him too, but no.
Ooh, tall. Oh, you talking about, how you gonna say dark? How the fuck is he dark?
No, they don't mean dark in complexion, honey. Dark like personality.
Oh, okay. It says, talking about John. Okay, John, the second coming of Christ, y'all. Okay, yeah, John. We put all that in there because that was so entertaining. I'm sorry, I had to put all that in there. He really does believe he's the second coming of Christ. And the reason why he believes that, baby, why?
It's because he died and came back to life. He was resuscitated.
Yes, he was in a bad accident. His legs and stuff prove it. He has all the marks and shit. He has marks and shit, but his mind prove it too.
Some people just think that. Some people take stuff too damn literally.
Yeah.
When they say God is in you, Christ is in you, I think he took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, but whatever.
Because he walks around saying he's the second coming of Christ. He knows he is. He is Jesus Christ reincarnated, he believes. And nobody can tell him anything different. And he speaks that way. He says, that's why my mother Mary, da 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 da. Like, he speaks like that. Like, he'll be like, and my stepfather Joseph, was Joseph his stepfather? No.
Stepfather, because that's not his real father, but that's who.
Well, that's what he was. But that's what I'm saying.
He's speaking as if he in first person of Jesus.
Of Jesus, yes. And I'm just like, you drunk than a motherfucker. And Jesus done came back to get on Carnival Cruise and get drunk like this. Okay. Okay. I guess I really don't understand.
She turned that wine into beer,
exactly,
and tequila.
Yes, and Milky and Lumpy wasn't feeling that. They are very like they're big on Native American stuff, Black history stuff. So him saying that
what you just say?
Yeah. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. I'm out tonight. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
I was sad about that. I was like, damn, you just made our right. You just made our nigga leave. The fuck, nigga, you need bye, John, bye, Jesus. The hell, he need to go.
Yeah, we left. Shit.
Yeah, we left after that. I was trying to find him. Lumpy, where you go?
Okay.
Jay, like, if you don't bring your thirsty ass the fuck on, worry about this man. He going back to his damn family. He going back to his wife and his family, but he damn sure was trying his best to get in Jay draws, okay? That's who sat the camera down. Yes, I'm snitching. That's who sat the camera down at the club. When we at the club and the guy's talking, I said, sit that motherfucker down. That nigga y'all here talking next to me, that's Lumpy. And he grabs, I'm like, I don't understand what he's saying. He grabs my phone and puts it down in between Jay's legs while Jay is dancing. I pick it up and he says, send that motherfucker to me. See, I said, send that motherfucker to me. And I did not hear him until I edited the video. He was basically trying to get our number, I think, and I fucked up by not adhering or hearing. Shit, I didn't hear him to adhere.
Right.
Hell, I would have straight sent it to his ass, and he kept trying to, get our number and shit like that. He was really trying to get to the room real bad, but that's just crazy. Jay looked this good that men will risk a 20-year marriage with your 5 children here.
Don't let him have this money down his beat because he gonna fuck your man.
Jay may not fuck your man, but
Don't play with me like that.
don't bring your man around. What you talking about? Cause Jay gonna ride it. Why eat it?
Oh, no. See, you cannot.
But that's what I'm saying, right? We be just talking all this shit. Give me a shot. Oh, I can't take another one.
Pour that shit.
Then you gotta go out the door. Outside, our sound was
Give
horrible.
my shit.
Oh, our sound was extremely horrible. Yes, it was.
Yeah, and for the past few minutes, y'all have wherever we cut it in at, we'll let y'all know. But we are currently using our new lavalier mics.
Yay! We got new lavalier mics. Thank you.
This is essentially what the audio will sound like when we're on our vlogs. He has his own. I have my own. And we're definitely going to make sure that y'all don't have to hear about they got windbreakers on it and everything. So just bear with us as we upgrade.
Don't show this.
And we will definitely keep on the up and at them and make sure that we are continuously making the content better. We're going to be working on camera angles. Our next vlog, we ain't going to tell y'all what it is.
I already done said it, and I done said it too many times throughout the last vlog series and the last episode and all that. Yeah, we got some shit coming. West Palm Beach home that we stayed in, maybe we're going to, I guess we'll do a separate video. Yeah, we'll do a separate video about the Airbnb West Palm Beach, and like we did about our roach-infested little Haiti unit that we stayed in Miami. Make sure you guys check out that video. Make sure you guys check out 1 through 10. Now that's 1 through 11. This is episode 11. There are 2 episodes that are lives, okay, that are not, regular videos. I mean, vlog videos. So deal with that. Watch our live. Support us, guys. We really appreciate you. Overall, I would say, I think we talked about the food already. The food was okay. I give it a 5 or 1
scale
through
of 1 to 10.
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10. Good job. I would give the food probably like a overall, I'll give it a 7, maybe an 8, and that's only because I would give it a 5 if Blue Iguana and Guy's Burgers was not there. I would give it a 5, and if the teppanyakis
I
and
think
stuff.
that if he would have actually stayed at Gigi's, like we paid for the reservations, then he would have liked it.
And I'm only speaking of free food. Gigi's is the same restaurant as, not teppanyaki on the other side. Gigi's the same as,
The noodle bar, what is it called? Mongolian Wok.
So Jay is talking about Gigi's, which is the paid version. That same restaurant does free lunch when you guys are ported. So anytime y'all are at port and, you know, say for instance you were in Aruba, you decide to get back on the ship for a little while and eat something, then get back off around, I think the times between 2 and 3 or around 12 to 2 or something like that. You have to look it up on your app. Go to the Carnival Hub app when you get on the ship. You can go there and you'll see when Mongolian Wok, when they changed the name. They changed the name from Gigi's to Mongolian Wok. Same restaurant, same people working in there, same food, some of the same food. But they changed the name for the free version. The free version is Mongolian Wok, and the paid version, which is at night, dining, you know, dark, 5-star cheesecake, not Cheesecake Factory, Houston's style type of shit.
It's beautiful. It's nice.
That's the main paid for part, and we spent like $55 for our meal, right?
Yeah.
$55 for our meal, 25 a piece.
That's 50,
or was it 55? I know that.
I think it was 20. I think it was 27.50.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think it was a little bit more, but
the overall ghetto-ness and ratchetness on the ship, rate that from 1 to 10.
I would rate the overall ghetto-ness and ratchetness, included the racism and the white people and the staring and the rudeness, all of that included. I would give it, 1 being horrible, 10 being the best, I would definitely give it like a 5, maybe a 4.
Yeah, it was somewhere in the middle. Bitches were getting hit in the head with bottles, and
yeah, by the last night.
It was a brawl with some white bitches at the bar.
Yes, it was on the last night.
A couple of the guys got into it.
Javante, oh yeah, the guy was in the water, and the girls said that a guy touched them. And the problem with that on Carnival is you have children mixed in with adults. They need to fix that. I'm pretty sure this isn't the only time this has happened. And this parent wanted to press charges on this guy. And so what they told this guy, the security, was that he was going to have to deal with the investigation process with customs, with the officers when they arrived back to Miami. And customs would decide if Miami police or if they would take it on, if it would be like a federal thing or if they would take it on with Miami PD. And so I thought that was just crazy because this guy swore up and down he didn't touch these girls.
First of all, the boy was 17.
There with his, no, it was an adult. It was a grown ass man.
Oh, okay. So that was somebody else that was fighting.
It was a super grown ass man. It was a grown man. He was there with his wife, the older guy. Remember, Javante came over there and showed us the guy. He was standing down there looking stressed. He was at the bar all the time, like very, very, like clearly stressed out because he didn't know what. I think Veronica showed us him. Somebody, was it Veronica? Somebody showed us him standing down there on the lower deck.
And somebody else got into a fight with in the club.
Oh yeah, Javante got into a fight in the club with Chris. John. All of that night. That was the same night. That night got crazy.
They shut the club down. Goddamn. They was already going overtime because it was the last night. We was all having fun.
And I'll explain what you want to explain what happened. He basically,
you go ahead.
We were sitting over in the dark like I always do, and so they were telling Jay, because Jay was standing up dancing. They could see Jay. They're like, "Come on, come over here." So Jay went over there. That's when I said, "Oh my God, Jay just left me, y'all." So then I see them doing this to me, and I walk over there to them, and actually that night I sat behind. Before I came inside, I sat on the outside, behind the VIP wherever they were sitting, and so Javante was like, "Bro, y'all are family." Jay was at the bar. "Y'all are family. Come over here with John." John was actually trying to, take Jay out on a little date. So when y'all see the white boy walking with Jay that whole night on that episode with Javante lip bleeding and the white guy with the yellow jersey, And the blood is animated blood, but his lip was bleeding. Okay, it's animated blood, but his lip was actually bleeding. I just couldn't catch it in that photo, so I put some animated blood there. Also, it helps with YouTube thumbnail that it's not real blood, it's animated blood. But basically, I was like, oh, I want to come over there. So JC be over there, and JK bought over there inside the circle. And since Jay came over, and John had just bought Jay a drink, John thinking, shit, I can come on over. Fuck that. So John comes on over. And Javante walks up and says, buy me a drink. He says, no, are you broke or something? And Javante got mad at that right there. Are you broke or something? And Javante may look young, but I think Javante is probably like, he said 35. So he's 35. He's young. But I think John is probably like 37 or 38. Maybe he's around the same age. But I don't know if John meant any harm by that. He's very mellow tone, as y'all can see in the video. He talks like that for real, very like that. So Javante wasn't having that. He tried him like that, and the whole night, because Javante had been the life of the party every night, he had met so many white people who had money, and these white people were willing to buy Javante past the 15 limit because they were buying him drinks. Different people. So if this one lady and her wife buys Javante a drink each off of their drink package because they love him and like him so much, he's so fun, then he goes to the next people and this couple buys him some, and then this one single person. So he was getting drinks from a lot of people, surpassing that 15 limit.
He was definitely a socialite on the cruise.
Yes, he was the life of the party. He was like the mascot. If they put him in a Carnival ship suit, he would have worked the damn thing. But what happened was he ended up being too drunk that night. The last night, I guess everybody thought we just gonna get stupid. Me too. I got super drunk, and so Javante ends up getting into it with the boy for hours. Okay, y'all only seen a little bit. Y'all
don't know how long that time period was.
Yes, I cut it a lot.
The club normally closes at 2:30. They shut it down early, so it's probably like
1:47.
Right. And from then until like 5
in the morning, yeah,
they was going at it.
Even after they sat down and talked and we were eating a pizza and y'all seen them shake it out and stuff, Javante still walked away going off.
He
and
got
pissed
amped up
off.
again,
He was just drunk as fuck. And so I end up getting into it with the girl that y'all seen me get into it with. Y'all probably didn't really get to see her face much. If y'all watched early on when Gabe is holding Tiff up and stuff, y'all may see her sitting on the couch. I didn't point her out, but she was just really cock blocking. Like, she seen Jay, how pretty Jay was, and she seen Javante really liking Jay. And when she first met Jay, she already knew Javante. Because, like I said, Javante was getting around. He was he was seeing it. And so she came over drunk as fuck, like, I want to fuck that nigga. She let us know, basically letting Jay back off. Letting Jay know, back off. I want to fuck him. I caught that. Like, that was the night before I went off on her. That was like 2 or 3 nights before I went off on her that night. She let us know, I want to fuck him. I'm about to do all I can.
She sucked his dick.
Well, not yet. What she said was, she said she sucked his dick that night and was lying. Right. He said that didn't happen, but she eventually went upstairs with him to go get the speaker while we were all, on the deck. You can be out all night. They can't put you in your room. You can be out on the deck all night long. You can sleep out there if you want to outside on the ship. You don't have to sleep in your room. So she basically goes upstairs with him and comes right back down immediately. And after that, she begins to say, I sucked his dick, I sucked his dick, I sucked his dick. We went upstairs and I sucked his dick for a little while. I sucked that nigga dick. I give him a 10 out of 10, giving him a score and shit. And he started saying, that's not true. He was telling us, like, how could she have sucked my dick if it was that fast? And that's the truth. She couldn't have done it that fast. So she was full of it. She was just trying to put her spikes up and let Jay know that's mine. Don't step in that territory because I want that black ass nigga with that rough dick. Okay?
Girl.
Jay didn't give a fuck. He was actually trying Jay. Jay never tried him. Okay? He was trying Jay. Okay? So that really irritated me. And then when she know the game because she from the Bronx. So she know how transgenders make more money than real fish a lot of times up here when it comes down to escorting. And so I think she thought about Jay being an escort when she assumed that, because whether Jay is an escort or not, it's not your place to sit up here and try to stop Jay's black bag. Fuck a place. That's not a place at all. That's not even a such
she
thing.
knew she could peep that John had some type of money. He got some type of money.
And John was feeling Jay. And so they went to the club, and when he came inside, before Javante confronted him and shit, before that whole debacle, she kind of squeezed her little ass where Jay was sitting at, and somebody else, they had closed up. John had got closer to this person. And so she squeezed her ass. I'm going to sit right there. I heard her say, I'm going to sit right there. My back was to John. He was right behind me. I'm about to sit right there.
Y'all
so
can see him in the video when I'm sitting in the chair and where he was sitting.
And so she's like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? And she talking to him and shit. So I'm listening to it all, and I whispered to Jay and told Jay, that bitch is a hater. And I see everything that she doing. So, you know, she just kept trying to impede on everything Jay was trying to do. She's light-skinned. She's very pretty. But I think she looked at Jay as a threat, definitely. Plus, Jay looks like she's Puerto Rican, just like this girl is Puerto Rican. But this girl had a flat ass. She had a body like Shark Tale, like the fish from Shark Tale. You know how Will Smith looked flat. That's exact. And curved like a snake. That's how she looked. She looked retarded. I'm sorry to say, but she's gorgeous. The girl is gorgeous. Natural body. I think she said she got 1 or 2 children. She don't even look like it. The girl look young as hell, and I'm not gonna be a hater. That girl is pretty as fuck. She really is. But she was being a hater, and I ain't like that shit. I don't give a fuck how pretty you is, bitch. And I don't give a fuck how masculine I am. I can turn into a bitch. No matter what, you know. That's in me.
He went there.
It's in me. And I completely went there. One reason because I was wasted. Another reason because I was for real. I seen everything she was doing, and I had a little bit of liquor courage. Now, if I ain't had no liquor courage, then I probably would have walked away. And it ain't even just about liquor courage, because Jay can tell you, even without liquor, I'm not even a drinker. I don't drink. Okay,
it wasn't the liquor. It just helped.
The liquor probably just helped, because that's just how I am. Sometimes I cannot hold my tongue, and I might explode, and a person will be like, why you ain't been telling me you felt that way? Because I've been holding my goddamn peace. And now I'm ready to fucking let you know, bitch. I seen everything you've been doing. You think that everybody that Jay's trying to be with, or whoever trying to be with Jay, because you got it twisted, they want Jay, okay? You think you gonna cop block, bitch? Get up and walk away from our table and go back down there with them bitches, because we don't like your fake ass.
And you know, I will say,
I'm sorry I went so hard. I did go hard.
We did disagree on that, and then I didn't. But I just seen a post on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram, whatever. And this boy was showing a video of a girl on vacation with her friend, and they both in relationships, but her friend was doing some single shit. Mm-hmm. You know, while she was in Jamaica or something, getting a drink poured in her mouth by some fine ass nigga. And her best friend ended up...
It's not recording. It should be red.
It is.
Why mine on red?
I don't know.
Mine recording too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But her best friend ended up... She was pointing at her friend in the video like, girl, what are you doing? But ended up posting the video on her own Instagram, and her boyfriend seen it, and they broke up. So her friend was the one that posted that video, knowing that they was there doing some shit they weren't supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. And he ended up saying, you know, girls act like they're your friend, and they have a lot of fake love for you. And I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like girls are secret haters while trying to be a public admirer. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make it seem like to you that they like you or that they care about you, and they're really a secret hater. But because I love women. I love women.
Yes.
I love black women.
Jace is very supportive of women.
And it is
especially
just so
chocolate women.
Astounding to me that
they
people,
hate.
Right.
And they hate. And they always like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God. But in the back of my head, I felt like they were all like, that bitch can't be better than that bitch.
Well, could y'all hate on the trannies that want to say y'all gatekeeping fucking periods and say that y'all...
It's only a couple. One of them, I think, like, said that.
But I'm just saying the likes
of those.
Do you understand what I'm saying? The ones who feel like they're entitled to womanhood versus that they earned it or that they worked hard for it. So I'm just saying, I don't feel that way. I feel like the way that I look at me being a trans woman, I took time, took effort to get this way. And I do not deny the fact that you were born that way.
Well, I think overall the ghetto-ness, like I said, was a number 5. We did all get stupid on the last night. Like Jay said, bitch got hit upside the head with a bottle. The girl who hit another girl in the head with a bottle, You can see her in the club, okay? When I do the arrow pointing at the girl with the white dress, who I said catch her later, she's the one that punched Javante in the mouth. So after Javante gets into it with, John, he ends up getting into it with this girl who I pointed out with the arrow at the club the night before, the video before that. I think the video before that or the video before that. I think it's the video before that, though, before Javante has the bloody lip. I pointed her out at the club to show you guys that she was the one that was getting ready to punch Javante in the lip on the next episode. We didn't catch the punch. We caught the punch, but we didn't catch it on camera. But we were recording. We just didn't catch it on camera. So you guys see the commotion of us running up to him. Oh my God, because I watched her go, doop. She jumped up off her feet and just hit him in the mouth. The bitch got good aim, and she hit him.
Gonna say the
she said, "Don't
shit,
fucking play with me," with her cross-eyed. Like her eyes was real cocked. They were real cocked. She like, "Don't play with me. Fuck you talking about? I don't play the game. Fuck you talking about? I don't play the game." I was like, "Oh yeah, she don't play no game. She kind of, you know what I'm saying? So she really don't play." But he caught himself just saying, "I was just telling her sorry, and she gonna punch me in my mouth. My lip bleeding, my lip." He was really shocked and just really going crazy until he calmed down and realized, okay, she a girl. I was like, nigga, this nigga was pushing us out the way like, I'm about to go beat her fucking ass. And we try to tell him, bro, you beat her ass, you gonna regret that shit because your ass going to jail tonight. What I was gonna do is, I ain't give a fuck. Them hoes was getting on my nerve. It was too many of them. Not Big Girl, not Joneva, not Jonay. She wasn't really getting on my nerve. And not the one with the boho braids, okay? They weren't getting on my nerve. And not my Naya, them, not Javante girls, his cousins and nieces and all of them. They weren't getting on my nerve. Yes, the one who Jay says wanted to ride my face. They weren't getting on my nerves. But that girl specifically and the Puerto Rican girl were both getting on my nerve. The white girl who stole the Puerto Rican girl vape was getting on my nerve. Some of them girls was getting on my nerve. And she was getting on my nerve. She didn't have it all. But she punched that boy in the mouth. And in the club that same night when I point her out, if y'all see the girl over with the piece over like this in front of her eye, dropping it down to the ground with that white dress on.
Remember, I'm telling you guys, everyone is getting a slice of the cake tonight.
Y'all see this girl right here? Remember her. The next episode, she got stupid.
Keep dropping it down. She was with her. She was with the one that punched Javante in the mouth. Okay? She is the one that hit a bitch in the head with the bottle that night. The one dropping it down with the little swoop in front of her eyes that y'all see that night. She hit a bitch in the head with the bottle. But I was going to go tell on the girl. The cross-eyed girl, my mind was telling me, I'm about to run downstairs and go tell security. And I'm about to walk them right up here in her face and say, she, dead in her face, she just punched him in the mouth. I was this close to doing that shit, only because that was wrong. You thought you can punch this boy in the mouth and get away with that shit?
First of all, she was acting like a dude girl because it didn't have nothing to do with her.
It didn't have shit to do with you.
None of it had anything to do with her.
She was acting like a dude girl. All that overly dramatic shit. He get on my nerves, so what? I'm finna punch him in the mouth. Bitch, you have nothing to do with it. Do what Joe Natum doing. Every time he come near us, we're moving. We're moving. Right? Go ahead. What? You mad I keep cutting you off?
No. I was just about to say that I think that that the light-skinned girl kind of jumped on the bandwagon after she got into it with you. And she was just acting like, well, keep him the fuck away from me then. Since I felt like since you called her out and said something to her, she was just kind of done with him and jumped on the bandwagon with the other girls who was saying he need to walk away, keep him, whatever. So then all of them was just, which from the beginning, I understand them being in a vibe and them being like, look, you doing too much. You causing the shit to be hot. You finna fight people and shit. And then you come up here cussing us the fuck out. No, you need to go on somewhere. So he was drunk, but first of all, they had his speaker.
Yeah,
blasting goddamn music.
We took him back to our room. Yes, he was fucked up. We ended up saying, okay, come on back to our room after hours. We have to get up because we got to get off this ship in the morning at 7 or 8 a.m. or something like that. We had to get up and everybody had to start getting off, packing up your shit and shit. And he like, I ain't packing up my shit, man. He done got into it with his cousin. His cousin trying to break him up. They end up getting into it. Literally about the fist fight.
We done had to separate him and put him on the goddamn elevator and shut the door.
Yes, but they end up getting back cool. As y'all can see, that's when I went off on the girl because the girl, the Puerto Rican girl, and the cousin end up conjoining, and they were on one end of the ship. Like I said, Joe Natum, the girls were trying to get away from Javante Javante was with us loud as fuck. So everywhere we went, you hear him coming. They were moving. They were getting the fuck on. Plus, Jonay got weed on her. So she ain't trying to get caught. She's not trying to get caught and be hot around him. So she's getting the fuck on. Oh, the cousin, they end up getting back cool because he ran down there. And I feel like she was like, go get your cousin. Because she see Javante following us everywhere. So I feel like, because I heard them whispering, they were like, ah, yeah. And then they got low. As if they were making up a plan. And you could hear nothing but the music from the speaker. And then that's when they got back loud, and boom, you could hear her slide, running down the deck, and him chasing her. Bro, come here, bro, I got something to tell you. He goes straight to Javante while Javante is ranting to me, and John and Jay are sitting at the table. So you got John and Javante sitting right here with Jay, and me sitting right here. She not having it, okay? She has her cousin, Javante cousin, run down here, not knowing them two almost just fought. She don't even know them two just fought. So his first words back to his cousin is some bullshit to try to pull him away from Jay. Bro, I got something to tell you. Bro, I'm telling you, you want to hear what I got to say. It's only me and Javante standing here. Jay is sitting down with John. They're having a conversation, me and Javante. So why are you not just telling him? What is so important that you need to tell him to step away right now at the same time as her coming, squatting, sitting down next to Jay, hey, rubbing Jay's shoulder? That shit boiled me. Because I'm sitting here like, was it not a dramatic scene, Jay?
Yeah. They
both come running down here.
And I turned around like this. I said,
with two separate situations. He got some secret to tell Javante.
And she come over here distracting me.
And she come over here trying to talk to Jay. Hey friend, how you doing? What you doing? So I found my vape. Yeah, that bitch brought it to me. Yeah, she brought my vape. She a fucking liar. She had it the whole time, blah, 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 blah. She thought it was a weed vape. She's just trying to pull all this while he's trying to pull Javante. And at the same time, she's doing this. She's looking at Javante's cousin while keep talking to Jay, keep looking over at him like, pull him away, nigga, like, get him away. So Javante finally walks over to the side, to the bathroom, just a couple feet away, steps away, and they're whispering about whatever. He said, man, I ain't worried about that shit. You want me to do that right now? Man, I ain't worried about that shit. I don't feel like doing that shit right now. So whatever it was, Javante was not feeling it. Javante wasn't feeling it. He wanted to stay right there with us. He was not feeling whatever the fuck his cousin was saying. And his cousin walked away while I began to shred her. Because he cool. And I know she just set him up to come down here and pull your cousin away. It didn't fucking work. So now you're still sitting here. And she gagging because he done started walking away. And I began to tell her what I told her, what y'all see in the video. I began to shred her because I knew what she was doing. You got the white man down here on Jay, and you got this dick I want. Money and this dick. And she already said, I'm a hoe. She told us that straight up.
Oh, she did?
I'm a hoe. That bitch said that shit straight up 2 nights before
selling
this.
That pussy.
Yes, she said that. Yes, and there was some conversations we had with some other bitches. But the other bitch we had the conversation with is a bad bitch. She an Atlanta type of bad bitch.
And
like,
definitely not parading around saying, I'm a hoe.
Hell no. That bitch gets to the money low key, and she literally about her business. Like, she a grown ass woman. And if I told y'all the tea, her boyfriend.
No. See, you be trying to stop it. This is not Housewives, goddammit.
Anyway, they yeah, but she my girl. If I'm not mistaken, because I'm just like, how is that her boyfriend if?
Right, I thought the same thing, but I don't know.
Maybe we heard her wrong. Maybe we heard her wrong. Maybe that's not her boyfriend. I don't know. But if that is her boyfriend, he was.
But maybe they got something like what we got going on.
Nah, hell no. Not when he's sitting over in the dark under a cover with a bitch. Sitting under the cover all night with this bitch. Then when we come out, he get up and walk away. Nah, nigga. You remember?
I know.
And she was like, oh my God, y'all so pretty. She was sitting over there. And I think he was like, bitch, why did you just call attention to us? Do you know they know my girl, nigga? Yeah, we know your girl. Get your motherfucking cross-eyed ass up, boy.
You is shady.
When your girl a bad bitch and you sitting over here with this little young ass little girl, this little girl look like she like 20. Can't even drink. Out here sleep on the couch. And you out here fingering her up under the couch out here. Boy, get out of here. And she bean that shit. Bean that shit while he fingering the fuck out of her. Yeah, we know what's going on. Anyway, that was the end. Justin Timberlake sing for the first time after being arrested. Why the fuck was he arrested?
I don't know.
for driving while intoxicated in the Hamptons. Y'all would lock up fucking Justin Timberlake and not take this man home? There's no way I could be an officer and lock up Justin Timberlake for being intoxicated. Bitch, I'm taking him home. You wanna go home? You gonna let me say that in? I'm just talking shit. Anyway, I think that was all. I think we covered just about everything. We let y'all know about the food and about the ghetto-ness, okay? If you pay for your food, you get better food. That means you go to them restaurants that's on there that's not free, you probably get better food. But you fucking with that free food, yeah, you better know you're gonna be getting some bullshit. But they don't care about you having no triple double burger. So you want a triple burger, tell them to put three patties on it. If you want more food than Chipotle, Blue Iguana is like Chipotle basically. Probably not the best quality. Not the quality is probably not like Chipotle's. But these restaurants are on land restaurants that they brought onto the ship, right?
Right.
Aren't these on land restaurants that they brought to the ship?
Yes.
Right. So Blue Iguana exists somewhere in America, I believe. And it's like Chipotle. You don't have to worry about your food being skimped. You want more rice, they'll give you more rice. You want more chicken, they'll give you more chicken. You want more steak, more shrimp, whatever, they'll give you more. And Blue Iguana was the best. I'm talking about, once I tried it once, Jay was like, where you want to go? Blue Iguana? Yes. At some point, she didn't even have the axe anymore. She just was like, I'm about to go to Guys, and you going to go over here to Blue Iguana. Yes. The shit was good. Then I ended up finding some soy sauce, putting the soy sauce. People looking at me like, do you have Mexican, Spanish food with soy sauce? Jay even looking like, baby, what are you doing? It wasn't salty, so you need a little bit of salt. And I got me some soy sauce out the damn dining room and took that bitch upstairs outside. Somebody outside was probably like, why the hell is this soy sauce out here? Whole bottle of soy sauce. I was gonna take that shit home, but believe, they are watching those cameras. So you think you gonna steal somebody's shit? That's another thing. I'm sorry, we finna go. Somebody got arrested, or a family got arrested for taking someone's phone out of a couch. Now, we found a phone on the couch. And
we gave it to them.
We gave it to the waiter, right? Whoever was sitting on the couch, our phone was just left there. You better not think that you're gonna grab somebody's purse and go through it and not get caught, y'all. Okay? They have cameras everywhere, even cameras that you don't see.
That's why I would be mad as fuck. I left my goddamn phone. Somebody take my shit.
Yes.
I actually did. I left my phone. I left my phone in the bathroom. Remember?
Oh yes.
And I had to. I was eating pizza and had to drop my shit and said, just I left my goddamn phone in the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All they would have had to do was go back on the camera, see who went in the bathroom after you. But yeah, they are watching the cameras. They will rewind them bitches and see who did it, and we'll lock your ass up. Before you get on Carnival, warn people to watch this video. Hit us up to ask us real ass questions. Okay? We love Rich and Jazzy, Fane and Laura, Queen and Ken, Vacation Vibes, This Life of Ours, Life with Us, all of these vloggers, Addie and Terry, Kyle Palo, and the other foreign looking one who's mixed, Jojo. Oh my God, he's so cute. We watch all of them, and you can ask them questions. Now, Rich and Jazzy real as fuck, okay? You probably can ask them some real questions that they gonna answer straight up, because them two is real. And they probably don't give y'all that in their vlogs, but you can just tell that they real. Yeah. And them little girls get whoopings. Little girls get whoopings, then that mean they real. Kyle probably wouldn't whoop his children. Fane and Laura probably wouldn't whoop their children. So you know what I mean. But you can ask us real questions. Like real questions that we're gonna try to answer for y'all. Like I said, we've only been on Carnival once, but we did some things where we think we can answer some questions for y'all. We will go back. I don't know about Carnival. Jay wants to get on the Magic. Jay wants to get on the Mardi Gras.
Magic.
Jay wants to get
on... Not Magic.
You said the Magic.
No, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. Oh.
Magic is old.
Oh, okay. Well, Jay want to get on the ones that are party. You know, Jay likes that exhilaration. Where I'm different. I like, if anybody's wondering, I would like something like MSC. MSC, exactly.
What's MSC. People who ain't saying shit.
It's real quiet. And they're never full to capacity, I don't think. You know, it's that type of thing where I can go out to the pool and it's not full of folks. I mean, at no point on Carnival Cruise will you be able to have private time in the pool. At no point. People are lined up ready to jump in the fucking water when they wake up. They pull the net back. Breakfast. People jump in. Yes, before. No lie. Jay is dead ass for real. That may sound funny. Before breakfast, these people are already getting in the pool. And sometimes it's people that you You got hair all in your asshole and you don't clean that shit. So it's shit particles in the water. You got hair under your arms. Ain't put on no deal. Like, I just can't. I can't. You got lice in your head. I don't fucking know.
Well, the chlorine gonna kill the lices, but
I can't. I just can't. I was like, you know what? Feet in the water just to have the experience. The slides were fun, right? On Carnival Horizon. You can get on them as much as you want to. Thing is, we got stuck. I got stuck in it because I wore the wrong material shorts. So make sure you wear the right material shorts. But that was fun. The ground was hot. Whatever. Any other questions you guys may have, let us know. Oh my God. Oh my God. What in the...
I'm in Miami, bitch. Hi, Barbie. I mean, it's giving Barbie.
Oh, channel for real. Still fucking moving. No, we're just gonna make some coffee. Did I make some coffee? Oh, hell no.
Okay, so here's another one. Y'all, they got too much going on. Look at this. Even down to this. It's a dead bird out here. Like, bro, y'all clean up y'all parking lot. Period. Airbnb. Y'all some bullshit. And if y'all hear me right now, y'all some bullshit. Fuck y'all, motherfucker. Fuck y'all. I'm getting back to this motherfucker. I'm gonna tell my 20,000 subscribers. Never.
Don't come here.
Sorry if you're okay, but we getting ready to pull the fuck off. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, please. Can I have some fuck up, please? The food is enough. Is the food enough, please? It's been a no the whole time. I haven't found anything that I'll say, oh yeah, this is good. Nothing, not even God's burgers is all of that. Icon of the seas. Oh my God. Take the prices down, please.
I'm not about to. Actually, let's just give a second for this 9-minute beat I did on my face. Now let's just show appreciation for the 9-minute beat.
Good night, y'all. We're gonna shoot off tomorrow for day 2, I guess.
It's already day 2.
And don't trip y'all see me with the top hat on, bitch. This shit is disgusting. Tequila is fucking. Oh.
You're gonna be fucked up in a minute.
You know, I can't do no more of this. Get this shit from me. No. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Bitch, I'm fucked up. Let me go down the slide, man.
Who's fucked up?
Bitch, you wanna go?
Okay, today we are in Aruba.
We love Aruba. Well, not really. Curacao, I think we wanna like that. Yeah. This is a real. This is for real, baby.
Cause what? Ooh, I got that shit on.
If you don't stop saying that shit. I'm about to be back, y'all. I'm finally showing y'all my body. Fat as fuck.
Oh my God.
My heart is breaking my chest.
I'm recording now. We're going to go get some lunch.
Oh shit.
I just got in trouble.
I can work on this cruise ship that was born in the United States or that lived in the United States.
I know. I told you, you better run. Hurry up. You going back up again?
No.
No? Okay. What can I sit here?
I just got stuck in it.
You got stuck? And you had to push yourself down? Oh, baby, your nose is...
Okay, people. So, we're having an okay time in Aruba. Next time we come to Aruba, we're going to come more prepared than we are today. We will not come back like this again.
Plan to be more prepared than we are today. Baby, I got no clothes.
So we're back in the room. We went to the club.
We can be ready to go to the club real quick. eat what you like up in there. It's open. It's 90s night. Oh, this is Diva night.
Then we went upstairs to smoke. We could not even tell y'all the conversations that we had. We've had some great conversations tonight. Some great conversation that the club was the most horrible conversation, okay? He was not social at all. He's so bad. You gotta go right up down that tree, baby. Baby, nobody's around here. Nobody can see you. Go right there where that bush is right there, behind those trees, and nobody's over here. Hurry up before people come. I'm gonna get you on camera. Child, y'all don't know the struggle of a bitch who got a tuck dick, cause I got the peak too, but I can't. Huh?
1 hour series to the 7th Caribbean.
All that booty, all that ass over here. Man, you just looked at your ass and like, God damn, baby girl. Yeah, laugh, bitch.
Here go the thieves right here. Here go the thieves and murders and rapists right there. We invited them. They shitted on us. They don't try to correct us.
What time is it? What time is it? 10:27. Okay, so it's 10:30. Get some coffee.
Record her. Boom! Got your candy camera. Don't be saying. You the one keep walking out here naked and you look like you look. Come on now.
No, the fuck they didn't. They still here. They changed their name. We ain't gonna say it no more. We're not gonna say this shit.
Okay, so it's the last port day on the cruise ship, and I got a cup full of that damn body. Okay, watch your man. Watch your man. Don't watch me.
Anyway, I'm your boy Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
And make sure you guys subscribe to us. Make sure you guys follow us everywhere you can follow us. At Jay Bellucci on Instagram, at Rico Bellucci on Instagram, at The Urban Bench on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at The Urban Bench. Make sure you guys follow us on Threads at The Urban Bench. Make sure you guys follow us everywhere at The Urban Bench. Make sure you guys hit us up and be more supportive. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Y'all be watching like, okay, I'm gonna watch. 130 people watched our last vlog and nobody hit the thumbs up, but 10 people out of those 130 people, we could have at least got 20 to 30
I'm gonna punch
likes.
the camera.
Please, y'all, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and hit that follow. Hit that bell too, so you can be notified. When you hit the thumbs up, you allow for other people to see the video. If there's no thumbs up, then our video continues to stay in the same place. And I wish you guys would hit the thumbs up. Even if you hit the thumbs down, it still is a reaction. We need some reactions on here. You don't comment. Comment, please, guys. Comment. We appreciate you guys so much. Again, I'm Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
And we are out.
Bye.